the glass. Listen. I use the glass to hit the bottle and say cheers. I cheer myself. I'm not waiting for anybody to cheer me up. Because I know who I am. I know that I am a seed.
Sam George, I salute you again. Moko can like a question sabayi maje ekenye kechemefe nonsense. Nini ngone kenyata oduna. Quote me well. Engo iya aduna. You don't talk about roads that are not constructed. You don't talk about hospitals. You are talking about LGBTQ+. Do we need it? Will it put food on our table? Honorable Sam George, I salute you again. Moko can like a question sabayi maje ekenye kechemefe nonsense. Nini ngone kenyata oduna. Quote me well. Engo iya aduna. For assure na assure. Ekenyata onu ke chichi kankpe. Oh, na for masho. Somebody say sure. Oh, I love my church. Say sure. Oh. I will worship now. I will not worship now. Don't bring yourself. For assure na assure. Ekenyata onu ke chichi kankpe. Oh, na for masho.
I'm hearing that a governor in the south is spending 10 billion naira to build an ecumenical a place of worship for all Christians. I don't know, is it true? I hope it's not true. I read it on Facebook. That's why I'm throwing it to you now. A governor from South, I think it's Akwa Ibom State. Is anybody from Akwa Ibom State here? Is it true? It's true. You also heard it, that your governor wants to spend 10 billion naira to build a worship center. And I'm sure in our hearts you'll be clapping for him. Hey, he's a Christian. How many industries have they built? What are you building another house for in a state where I'm sure you can't count the number of churches? The numbers are too big. God doesn't even know where to stay again. He's confused. You're building another one for what? Do you know how many agro-allied industries 10 billion naira can build? For a state where I'm sure it has among thousands of jobless youth. You will build the church, the jobless people will now come to the church and be praying, not knowing that their job is where they are standing on. Why can't we have sense? Or why can't they have sense? What is the meaning of all this? After that, they will tell us that your problem is from Abuja or it's one Fulani man in Aso Rock. Your biggest problem, geometric. In fact, if Abuja is a problem, Abuja's problem in your state is maybe arithmetic. You know what arithmetic is? 1 + 1 = 2. It's simple. Our governors in the south, there are quadratic equation problem. There are. Trust me on this. Is it that when you build a house now, people will enter there and all their problems will be solved? We want to be industrialized. We want to be as prosperous as industrialized nations, but we are not building industries. We are building mega worship centers that are not necessary. And then we enter inside those mega worship centers and be praying to be like industrialized nations. Na sense on I no get. I know they with her. I'm not there among them. Seriously. Nigerian Christians and religious people, including our politicians, they are like a man. God has blessed you with orange tree. No, not orange, mango tree. Mango tree that produces fine mango fruit. When the tree produces mango fruit, what do? You plug the one you can eat, you eat the ones you sell, Abi, and have money. But our mentality here is that we will cut the tree, saw it into wood, use it to build church. Then we enter inside the church and be praying, God give me mango. God give me mango. That's our mentality.
Look at your wife one day, call her, honey, sit down. Let me sing for you. My baby, my Valentine, I swear. Can you then making my temperature they rise? If you leave me, I go die. Child. You want the oxygen I need to survive, I'll be honest. Your loving day, torturing me, I am so obsessed. I want to chop your nkwabi kule. When was the last time you did it? Sing for them, and she will just stop. When was it? From that moment, all the wrinkles on her face will disappear. You see all those wrinkles, those lines on her face, all of them will just disappear. She'll just become a little baby again. When was it? Try it. Mercy can be demonstrated in different ways. Look at your wife one day, call her, honey, sit down. Let me sing for you. My baby, my Valentine, I swear. Can you then making my temperature they rise? If you leave me, I go die. Child. You want the oxygen I need to survive, I'll be honest. Your loving day, torturing me, I am so obsessed. I want to chop your nkwabi kule. When was the last time you did it? Sing for them, and she will just stop. When was it? From that moment, all the wrinkles on her face will disappear. You see all those wrinkles, those lines on her face, all of them will just disappear. She'll just become a little baby again. When was it? Try it. Mercy can be demonstrated in different ways.
You are saying that this person cannot perform, yet you are saying he in our party nonsense. I've told, if you vote party, the way you will suffer, me I'll be here, I'll tell you, I will suffer with you. Nothing will make me suffer with you. I know too much that I can't suffer. But I can tell you, look, you know I'm a man of God. Try to make mistake. Neither will tumble to 5,000. If you don't want another to tumble to 5,000, better tell yourself what to do. It's a word to you when you vote people who have nothing in their head. If you vote party this time, Nigerians, we go fall our hand and watch on her. All the things they are suffering, am I suffering with you? I'm too connected by covenant to suffer what people are suffering. But if you vote, it's a word to you when your leader is like a child. That means any leader who will be using dampers is dangerous. It's a word to the whole land when thy king is what? Child. It's the Bible, I'm not the one who said it. It's a word to the whole land when thy king is a child. They use dampers for children. So if you have a leader who they use dampers, woe to you. And the priest is eating the... It's the Bible, and am I the one that said it? Except you want to argue with the Bible.
By far the largest tribe in Ghana is known as the Ashanti tribe. They have a unique way of naming their children. They name them after the day of the week in which the child is born. The children born on Monday have a given middle name, Akwasi. translated in the Ashanti language to mean kind, generous, peace-loving, godly, industrious. Either by coincidence or otherwise, almost all Christian missionaries, over 80% of government leaders, corporate leaders, serious entrepreneurs in Ghana are the Akwasis. The children born on Wednesday have a given middle name, Akwaku, translated to mean mean, rough, arrogant, terrible. Guess what? Government statistics reveal that over 75% of all crimes in Ghana are committed by who? Akwakus. The power in a name. I once invited a father, the largest tribe in Ghana is known as the Ashanti tribe. They have a unique way of naming their children. They name them after the day of the week in which the child is born. The children born on Monday have a given middle name, Akwasi, translated in the Ashanti language to mean kind, generous, peace-loving, godly, industrious. Either by coincidence or otherwise, almost all Christian missionaries, over 80% of government leaders, corporate leaders, serious entrepreneurs in Ghana are the Akwasis. The children born on Wednesday have a given middle name, Akwaku, translated to mean mean, rough, arrogant, terrible. Guess what? Government statistics reveal that over 75% of all crimes in Ghana are committed by who? Akwakus. The power in a name. I once invited
I want to tell my president, your expertise cannot fix this. From now until 7th December 2024, your excellency, you will go down in history as the worst in the Fourth Republic. It's been 6.5 years of pain and agony. 6.5 years of bleeding and bloodshed. We need help, and that help no human can give. Me say, the American will tell you there's no pain and agony because when you skip flu beat, yeah, businesses collapse. People are struggling. You people standing here looking nice, if you are going to speak truth, you are really struggling. Taxi driver can fill his tank and drive through the whole of Accra, burn fuel, nobody buys the taxi. Return back with a pure heart, a repentant heart, and he will have mercy on all of us, all of us, all of us. When the righteous rule, there is peace. Return back to God. He will restore your fortunes. Return back to God. If a nation rejects God, they struggle. Return back to God. That contention, evil deeds, let it stop. Injustice, cruelty, let it stop. Return back to God with all your heart. Not this religious thing, no. Return back to God. How can anybody tell this present government or their opposition that God is with them? Who has the boldness to talk that nonsense? God is with them. Don't you know when God is with somebody? Those people, they don't go through madness. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. Tell Jubilee House, the Lord is against you. Tell Jubilee House, judgment is on your head. Tell Akufuado, you are under judgment. Tell him. I told you the mind of God. Let me tell you, this Occupy Jubilee House demo, don't take it lightly. You better take it serious. That is another emergence. You see those people out there, Don't take them for joke. Something is bubbling in our hearts. And that's something, if you don't take it, will explode. I'm telling you. What they are doing there is more dangerous than a coup. They are telling you they don't like the style of leadership. They can stand in the rain, they don't care, they can leave their jobs, and don't joke with that too. There are mutinies all over. The Bible said kingdom will rise against kingdom and nation shall rise against nation. Yeah, that is that thing. You are seeing Matthew chapter 24 and you are seeing from verse number 5 and 6. That is what you are seeing. Jensen Hunu. Jensen Hunu. What's up for you? Ubeti. And so Kwesi Kwarteng was sacked. You know, this lady who is prime minister lives on the same street with Kwesi Kwarteng. Same street in London with Kwesi Kwarteng. They went to the same school from their childhood. Same school. And when they came into government, number 10 is here, number 11 is here. They still came to live in the same place. In other words, they talk a lot. But wrong is wrong. When you are wrong, I need to look in your eyes and tell you, you are wrong. I will have to tell you that. It doesn't matter. That is what is killing this nation and is killing churches and killing marriages and killing relationships, because we cannot look and tell truth. Yes, it's not yes, and no, it's not no. And yet we pride that we are born again. God is a God of principle. May I tell you, he doesn't work like that. This is the time, Your Excellency, to make changes, and those changes must be to the honor and glory of God. Good morning to you, sir. This is the time to make changes. Our finance minister, who even though is a Christian, have failed miserably, and I am telling Your Excellency, with all due respect, this is the time to make drastic changes. We cannot sit here when $1 is equal to 12 CDs. 12 CDs. Somebody, and I came with a fresh grace to tell you something. Truth. A dear man who is all kind of crap. But was so software, I'm telling you.
And what they've started doing is that they've started praying that in Ghana, the judge, the great judge himself, will judge, because they don't have confidence in a lot of our laws. And so they are praying, and I told them, I agree with you, I'll be praying with you. I'll join my faith with your faith. In Job chapter 20 verse 15, the Bible says, he has swallowed down riches, he shall vomit them up again. God shall cast them out of his belly. So anyone in this nation who has swallowed down riches, God will cause them to vomit it. From every level. Amen. For judges who take money to give bad judgment, they will vomit it. For journalists who take money to do wrong stories, they will vomit it. Soldiers and policemen who violently take what belongs to other people, they will vomit it. Chiefs who sell a piece of land to multiple people by crisis and circumstances, they will vomit it. Pastors that take money that the church did not pay them, they will vomit it. Those who intentionally prevent others from their daily bread because of either politics, or they are in power, or because they have been promoted and deprive legitimate people of what belongs to them, they will vomit it. Doctors who take money and don't deliver proper care will vomit it. Lawyers who take advantage of their clients will also vomit it. GRA, Ghana Revenue Authority, those who intentionally slap taxes to get people out of business, those people will vomit it, and God will protect the innocent people. You see, our Public Procurement Act, Section 92, 2016, and Section 124 of the Criminal Offences Act, 2003, says, amongst other things, that when a government official or public figure steals during procurement, he gets fined 3,000 to 5,000 cedis or 2 to 3 years in prison. But the ordinary, irrespective of the quantum of money he stole. But if the ordinary citizen who does a similar, thing, the ordinary storekeeper, the ordinary somebody, when he does a similar thing, he gets fined 24,000 cedis or he's in prison 5 to 10 years. This law shows you that the rich get away and the poor always suffer. But you see, that is why we are appealing to the higher judge, so that this law, it doesn't favor the ordinary man, it favors the, amen, they will vomit it. So public officers and anyone who goes into public office, including politics, and in 4 years gets more than a house and a good car because he stole or inflated prices or inflated a contract, he will vomit it. Ordinary people who work for others in this nation and steal from them, they will also vomit it. You see, when we talk about the vomiting, it says, and God will cause them to vomit it. It's serious. When God is causing you to vomit, you may get strange sicknesses and diseases, mental problems for your children. Your children will be taken advantage of. The sickness that kills ordinary people, the sickness that doesn't kill ordinary people will kill you, and all kinds of things. Because the money that was supposed to be used for a road, a hospital, you have chopped it. The money that was supposed to belong to somebody, you are, God will cause you to vomit it. In Jesus' name. Your descendants will have strange occurrences in health and in the things they do. Because you can go into politics, or you can be a public servant, director of a corporation, a company, etc. Be the boss of, be a salesman of somebody's company and not steal and still be prosperous. May that be your story and your testimony in Jesus' name.
Long to have people, let me tell you this, you don't need up to 24 hours to be offended. You just need to wake up in the morning and find out someone ate your remaining food and you want to kill somebody that morning, and you know, the devil studies us, and when he sees that good things are about to come, he will use offense to cause you to abort everything. Have you noticed that when seasons are about to open, it's like everything offends you? You go to pray after fasting for 6 hours and praying, you come out and the first person is your loved one, and he says, we've been looking for you. Are you the only one who is a Christian? Don't be stupid. That's the devil. The devil is trying to rob you of joy because of something that is coming. It is not the physical people talking to you. No. Notice that when seasons are shifting and great things are about to happen, there is agitation from the kingdom of hell. Everything seems to fight you. That is the time to rejoice in the Lord. And again I say, rejoice. This cloth you are wearing to church, you are dressing as if you're a grandmother, no problem. You just laugh it away and create a joke out of it. Not, are you stupid? Did you ever give me anything? I've just been keeping quiet. Oh, let me tell you what you did 10 years. My thought is, no. Do you have the courage, the stamina, and the maturity to look at your yesterday and still smile at it? Apostle, my father didn't believe in me, I understand, but maybe he didn't know better. Can you be like the king who called the man? When people become broken and repentant and in need of mercy, as much as it is within your power, show them mercy. What I'm teaching you is unpopular, but these are deep kingdom mysteries that will make people vow a vow and say, forever I will make sure that I bless you, I will make sure that I pray for you. Mercy. I've shared my story, I think one of my experiences in this church a number of times, how that many years ago I went to buy sugar cane. Remember the story? And then I met these two women and they were trying to bring out money from their wrapper, And I said, please let me help you. And they said, no. I said, please, I insist. It was not more than 100 naira. And I bought the sugar cane for them. I felt so happy. And then they began to bless me. And then one of the women said, my son, forever walk upon gold. A woman who was barely trying to lose. There are times that you will be in kairos moments of your life. And it will not just be prayer and fasting. It will be the discernment to show mercy. You will pick somebody in your car. Apostle, there are armed robbers in Nigeria. I know. But there are also angels in Nigeria moving to bless people. Hallelujah. One day you pick somebody in your car and he just gives you one message and drops. And you did not know that you picked an angel. You thought you picked a passenger. Many of us have ignored seasons of breakthrough because our hearts were not merciful. Do you know how many people who live today in regret because they had an opportunity to help, they had an opportunity to show kindness, they had an opportunity to show mercy, they vowed and said, no way, like your merciful servant. And years down the line, the people they thought will never rise because there is still a God in heaven. And God routed the lifting of those people through some other means. And now the people have become great. One day you open an office door and you find out that it was someone who used to sweep your house before, who begged you one day and say, it's true, I'm sorry, I stole the money, but it was out of pressure. My mother was sick and I didn't have the courage to ask you. I am sorry. You say, you are sorry? You will first work without salary. Number two, I'm still deciding whether I will kill you or leave you alive.
Living within your means. When you borrow too much, like a certain country, you'll be in trouble. Yes. You'll be in trouble. And the trouble will affect many people. And some of you, if you are like that country, you'd have been dead by now. Because the stress will be too much. Yeah. So live within your means. Living within your means. When you borrow too much, like a certain country, you'll be in trouble. Yes. You'll be in trouble. And the trouble will affect many people. And some of you, if you are like that country, you'd have been dead by now. Because the stress will be too much. Yeah. So live within your means.
We don't have to borrow money from anywhere. Just toll the various sections of the road and we'll raise the money to do the roads in Ghana. We don't have to borrow money from anywhere.
Mr. Chairman, so you see that agricultural output has also been on the decline, and this has been, and Ghana's food import bill has increased dramatically.
Your DC or this area, your regional minister or area ha, your lands commission or area ha, your forest apinama, your forest commission or area ha, enunti eshamnem, Mr. Ghana for medem pamochao ye bro, and ye nchiri manu suswa bro. Na political party bi ba wo so do be magaram say akoso wo ka wo ya wo yo bufo wo yo mamboni political party bi so say mercy garam say amasoa medi makonya beto ho garam say na ma ekoso e de an wo ye enya no sam e ya nibere na me ka no Ghana Christopher Edoso moma ya nimre ye nya ye na ehwe so mbegya na politicians bia ni area ni constituency ni bia gara say the people should reject him. Party be authority this God I'm saying the party should be rejected. Party chairman, party secretaries, party sponsors, maguya ni mosi. You have become a disgrace and a disaster to this nation. We should think about the people. We should think about the posterity. My heart is burning. We should change. And the corruption, almighty corruption, politicians, ya bremu, sansuna media, ya bremu, Yenyina sofu asorema. We should change and repent and have a different attitude and make Ghana better.
What is the difference between the ordinary thief and a political thief? Number one, the ordinary thief steals your money, your bag, your watch, and your jewelry, isn't it? But the political thief steals your future, your career, your education, your health, and your business. Number two, the hilarious part is that the ordinary thief will choose whom to rob. But you are the one who choose the political thief to rob you. Because we choose them. We vote them. We blindly say we are not blind. Who is deceiving who? The ridiculous part of the whole issue is that we will fight to defend and protect our belongings from the ordinary thief. Is it not? But we fight each other to defend and protect the political thief. Is that not what we do? Thugs will be fighting themselves to protect those that are stealing our career, stealing our job, stealing our health, stealing our success. What a shame.
If you reach a certain stage in life and there is nobody who can look you in the eye and tell you the truth, you are doomed. And that is where our country has gotten to. We need to rescue this country. Wallahi. And I feel very terrible as a Ghanaian at this time. This country is in serious trouble, ladies and gentlemen. We are in serious trouble. We need to rescue this country, ladies and gentlemen. The presidency has been so depraved, so muddied, so dirtied, that I tell you in all sincerity as a Ghanaian, that I feel terribly sad today as a Ghanaian. We need to rescue this country. Wallahi. Inshallah.
Please don't cry.
We shall rescue our country.
Government is broke, government is broke. The people are spending billions to go inside the government that is broke. Have you ever seen a minister who resigned because government is broke before? Government has no money. Have you ever seen a governor who said, ladies and gentlemen, when I was elected, I thought the government had money. Now I discover government has no money, I resign. Have you ever seen it? Government has no money, but they are bringing money out at election time. Where is that money coming from? So they are lying. What is happening is that there are two types of wicked people in government. Type 1, they eat current money. Any money they find in government, they will eat it. They are wicked about that one. There is type 2. Type 2, they eat current money and future money. They will say, my term will end next year. When I leave, how will I eat money? Let me borrow money now and borrow money of the future and eat it now.
Right, hello, good morning and welcome to the show. This is Good Morning Ghana, live on Metro TV. It's a Friday, the 20th day of September 2024. By His grace, we're live and we're here. We're at another edition of the show. Our gratitude will go to the Most High God for the rare privilege of being alive and, of course, the opportunity of having another conversation around the top stories making the rounds here in our dear Republic. I'll let you into our panel for the morning's conversation shortly, but let's take a look at the front pages of our newspapers. Daily Graphic. EC won't compromise elections. Jean Mensah. Nana Kwame Bediako starts 276 store nationwide. YE creates 700,000 jobs in 7 years. CEO. Constituency Watch. 80 days to general election. NPP NDC battle ready for Madina seat. The Ghanaian Times. Danger looms as Cocoa Bridge nears collapse. Residents appeal to government to repair 77-year-old crucial bridge. YEA launches 16-day job and entrepreneurship fair as part of efforts to address youth unemployment. President assents to Affirmative Action Bill 2024, paves way for increased women participation in governance. Police secure injunction to restrain Democracy Hub demo in front of Jubilee House. Daily Guide. Economy back to life, Finance Minister. Nana signs Affirmative Action Bill. NDC demo against EC needless. NPP. Our cancel school feeding payments. Mahama. Achim Kotoku chiefs the bank false claims. La General Hospital project begins. New weekend crusading guide. La General Hospital rebuilding in progress. Weja Children's Hospital 60% complete. Okoboy announces. Galamsey crisis escalating. 60% of water bodies contaminated. Cancerous diseases. rise. Babies being born with deformities as nation loses 50,000 hectares of forest annually. CSIR, Ghana Atomic Energy Commission. Napo calls Mahama, you can't win elections with anger, insults, and violence. National Security, Highway Authority address human security issues in Western Region. Ghana Armed Forces honors Major General J. Apfo. GOC commissions names 20 unit single bedroom accommodation J. Apfo block. I'll make changes to free SHS, John Mahama. YE, Ghana reports launch 16-day job and entrepreneurship fair. The insight. Heavy storm in Ashanti region as NPP's power grip slips over allegations and counter allegations. Africa and the world commemorate Amilcar Cabral 100 years on. Stephen Nashiti Ajay is our leader, GPHA ex-workers. Zach Moss shares inspiring life experience as he opens a Shaman project. Eyebrows raised over National Libation Day event in Ada. The Informer, as PRC warns of ECG's bankruptcy, Baumia professor solar power. Ban on mining dire for economy and jobs, House of Chief President warns. SDG goals 3 and 6 in limbo as cholera wreaks havoc in Africa, claims over 100 lives per hour. Sports Authority, Takwa Assembly in dogfight over control of stadium. Dan Butri Honest Father donates 5-bedroom mission house in his memory. Empowering youth with employable skills, YE Ghana reports launch job fair. The Inquisitor, crass politics. Wontumi lies against Kofi Boakye after failing to scuttle enough is enough demo in Kumasi. Napo is a goal-getter, spokesperson. Suhum is protozoa and protozoa is Suhum. YE Ghana report launch entrepreneurship fair. Cholera continues to claim 115 lives per hour across Africa. The Herald, Asantini and EC boss reminded of their 2015 new voters register support. ASEP demands probe into ECG's shady 171.8 million Ghana cedis deal with Haptel. YE management reiterates fight against youth joblessness at 16-day job and entrepreneurship fair. Kodia, Cabo, Nana B need more convincing on NDC's voter register audit calls. NPP's Wontumi threatens COP Kofi Boakye. Highlights of NDC and NPP manifestos on gender and social protection. The Daily Statesman. NDC not honest about voters register. NPP cautions public over false claims against EC. Expert calls for focus on development communication. Mahama explains free SHS review promise. Accra Kumasi Highway gets 160-kilometer facelift. YE Ghana report job fair targets youth with skills and employment. The Daily Searchlight. NPP challenges NDC, bring evidence of discrepancies. Did Ghana buy ambulances without technical backup? Faulty injectors ground Amenfi West ambulance for over a year. The other side of sexy STEM, Primary 1 pupils struck on the head by log in school shed. 50 newly trained surveyors sworn in. The Ghanaian Publisher, 2024 voter register. NPP rejects calls for forensic audit. YE Ghana reports launch job fair. Agenda 111 to employ 60,000 health personnel minister. Major rehabilitation work begins on Accra Kumasi Highway. Mahama vows to stop buffer stock from supplying SHS food. Book review, A Taste of the Serpent's Kiss. The Custodian, 60,000 jobs coming under Agenda 111, Health Minister. Disability is not a taboo, Kufo. I'll review free SHS. Mahama insists. YE Ghana report launch 16-day job fair. No basis for forensic audit of voters register. NPP. The New Finder. ECG on verge of bankruptcy. Poses significant threat to energy sector and economy. CBG not sold. Management assures customers. Investments in road sector imperiled. Minister. Reinvest mining royalties in local communities. CSOs. Daily Post. COP Kofi Boakye retired. Sends Chairman Wontumi panicking. Anyone against a forensic audit or a voter register is more dangerous than a coup plotter. Alaji Sinari fires. Why is EC afraid of a forensic audit? Nyaota Maklo asks. Business and Financial Times. Galamsey consumes 130,000 acres of cocoa oil palm plantation as GAU issues red alert. MTN to invest $1 billion in network expansion over 5 years. Over 1.9 million cedis lost to online investment scams in 8 months. Government reaffirms commitment to boost SME growth. 17 Agric aquaculture CSOs want end to Galamsey. Says 78% destruction of freshwater bodies alarming. First Bank staff raise 40,000 cedis to support Rotary Club projects. The good old Catholic standard, new nuncio committed to enhancing Ghana Holy See relations. Ghana reconsecrated to Sacred Heart of Jesus. Bishop Agenta decries abuses in liturgy. SECAM calls on EU-AU to protect human rights and biodiversity. Ban second-hand clothing. Greenpeace Africa to government. Editorial. Show political will in Galamsey fight. And that's about it. For the front pages, we'll be back shortly.
She's coming. She's coming.
Oh, it's in. Right now, receive so. Boss, let's go back.
Here, take this.
She's coming.
I know. Go to the pharmacy now.
She's coming. Oh.
She's here. Pay faster, pay safer, and pay easy with Momo app. Download now and pay with the QR code, merchant ID, and so much more.
In today's modern world, stairs are a challenge, especially for our elderly and those with health concerns. Navigating them can be difficult and even dangerous, but there's a safer way to move vertically. Lifts and Elevators Limited Company, your answer to a more accessible and secure vertical transportation. Our elevators and escalators, including top-of-the-line pneumatic vacuum elevators, Fuji elevators and escalators, offer a safer and more convenient alternative, eliminating the risks of stairs and enhancing accessibility for homes, businesses, and hospitals. Choose safety and convenience with Lifts and Elevators Limited Company. Elevate your spaces today. For more information, visit our website at www.elevatorsgh.org or call now on 0200-535-515. Lifts and Elevators Limited Company, the elevator people.
Customer, I don't know who to say.
Malaria been actually me, man. No more man, still.
One give us.
Give us a solid.
Yeah, sorry. What rest of so give us here and don't come down.
What's a good answer? But tomato give us the and some down.
Give us about me, sir.
The patron and some down.
Customer. Give us your tonto now.
Onuya kayo oba wa front nom the woman bonu fu nom akwada won yimfie dumie no ono nso nom.
Choose the perfect prize for you every week and stand to win your choice of exciting prizes, all to get more of what matters to you. Exclusive to Betway. Betway, get way more. Terms and conditions apply. Regulated by the Gaming Commission of Ghana. No under 18.
Anti-cavity, gum protection, brighter teeth, and fresh breath.
I'm a fair missy way.
The patch of Bantama.
Matias.
That's a cycle.
It's her smile, the fresh breath.
Me Jidi say we use Cal 360 toothpaste. Some me kind.
Cal 360 toothpaste.
Reskia, Cal 360 toothpaste. It's a gum protector.
Onim jom kasa. Kile ko say. Cal 360 did the way.
It's cool mint. Gives me fresh breath and your confidence booster.
Hey, you will so feeling ye. Cal 360 toothpaste.
Happy smile.
Cal 360 toothpaste, anti-cavity, gum protection, brighter teeth, and fresh breath. Cal, happy smile. This advert is FDA approved.
Now let me tell you why you should choose Safari Valley as your conference destination.
The new conference building combines modern amenities with the tranquility of nature, providing the perfect backdrop for your next seminar and corporate retreat.
The only conference destination with so many activities. You don't have to travel to visit your tennis club, the gym, or the stables. They have it all.
Enjoy this rooftop viewing deck, basking in the sunlight with the sight of wild animals roaming freely in their natural habitat.
At my break, I'm able to practice my putting.
It's a unique experience that sparks creativity and rejuvenates the mind.
Visit Safari Valley Eco Resort in Ghana, bringing you closer to nature.
Hello, my name is Roland Walker. I'm here at Coastal Park. It's one of the many courts belonging to estate masters, and they are into service plots, property management, and luxury homes. And just in case you want to make that decision to invest into a landed property, estate masters is the right choice to make. If it is from an indenture, a site plan, you want it also barcoded, all is available. You might have heard about Chopoli. It's where we have the next cottage of estate masters. It is not only one of the thriving, but the most inviting landed property site for you also to invest in. We encourage you, do invest in the next cottage at Chopoli. It is just close to the yet to be demarcated airport. That also will be a valuable property for you to invest in.
Hey, Walango!
Hey, Walango!
I asked him to buy me original Polita.
Hey, please don't make mistake. Stop, Papa. Open the back, man. And you Polita no gala. Hey, Papa.
Papa, can ruffle.
The Polita is original, the first and the best.
What? Ukota also for dear acrobat using it.
Polita, yes.
The luckiest.
Star 712 hash.
Luck is everywhere.
8K. Hey, you get an 8K. The best package when you have to one lie. Hey, wait.
You go put it on his tab. This is my man. Good
luck.
We'll be ready. We are star 712. It's much more phone. I'm on dialing the magic numbers. Star 712. Now welcome to the luckiest. And now with me at home ticket. You can buy for yourself or your loved one.
Mommy, tell mommy who's here.
You're buying for me, right?
Or who else?
Oh.
Choose buy tickets for others.
Love you, boo boo.
Maybe straight to option 4.
Now, you need to buy tickets worth 50 Ghana to qualify.
Yes, you can buy random or preferred tickets. I'm choosing random tickets.
Listen, if you buy the random ticket, the system chooses a random number for you. But if you buy the preferred, you get to input your own preferred 5 digits. 5.
Baby, give me your 5 numbers.
And how much are we buying?
Babe, look at the body and buy you.
With your body,
Hey,
there are. Tread cautiously. Now follow the prompts and prepare. Now with the luckiest.
The
luckiest is regulated by the NLA on the Caritas platform, not for persons below 18 years. TNCs apply.
Cratchy, unemu bua unkoisha Dr. Ban uye denwa.
Oh, Mr. Yamfani call me Burua.
Mami Boburo. Ni adelebe ko bra. Mumi Yamfani call Dr. Ban ho.
Dr. Ban oya de.
Bra, se banu no mpemu adwuma sasabro sro Dr. Ban oye.
Hey, kemi kwa na beka. Oh, no mpemu nimdi onu ana ye expert nya zanfo no. O akra eni kumasi no mpemu expert yen kan kire o.
Hello. When some of them are free, why? You're some number 3. When the son of money now, why? When some of them are free, you see. We're sick as young. Hey, when some of them are now, why? Yobi, Yobi. I say, wait. We are Ghanaian. You know, I say. No go from some money na free. Hey, what me afa? You hear the money na say free you see. Hey, oya di me afa. Who say close the other? Close. Ah, na dey. Hey, man, POP. Me no kasaba kwa house da. POP. Now minimum no kasaba kwa house da. POP. Minimum no kasaba kwa house da. Minimum no kasaba jage no. O banya to say. Masa ye wu banya to say. U banya to. Ka to ba fa say wi obi ha. O be ma tuo so. O kan wadi di akase. Bala munya. Na tere. Yo bi da bi ma sisira ya be mi sande sia. O de minya. Da mi me ha ya be sande mo kasa. Ya nya hwe ya be ba mo. Ya be se ba mo. Che. Who you be? Who you be ba? I catch you direct to you. Jano, munyano. Munya dem. Ba catch you go tamali. Oh, you be aduma. Hey, why we just start to excavator no? Ni excavator ni anko. Munyi mu fa mu ma ya yi. Hey, why the tuba sino? Mun tuba sino anko. Hey boy. Chama wai. Ko chori be ha, sabra. Be yo ha. Hey. Hey, munya da no. Hey, munya butra. Hey, I say why? Hey, I say. Hey, ube kuyai. Hey, we are down kuyai. Hey, we are down kuyai. Ha, ya no kana ba kuyai. Ya no kana ba kuyai. Hey, I say, ube tutuo. Ha, ube tutuo. We are down tutuo ya so. Ututuo ya so. Ha, unya gana ni. Unya gana ni ututuo ya so. Fatana mama. Ututuo ya so. Ututuo ya so. Ututuo ya so. Ha, ututuo ya so. Eh, munyi to ni friend sam. Eh, munyi to no. Munyi to no. Eh, wa fa mama no. Munyi to no. Ha. I say. We are out to us. What to us? I want to open it to nobody to.
Well, so you just watched what many might describe as evidence of a failed state there, and it still has to do with the Galamsey menace. Anyway, If you just joined us, this is Good Morning Ghana live on Metro TV, and I'll let you into a panel for the morning's conversation shortly. But get 10% off food, drinks, beauty and cosmetics, home essentials, electrical appliances, mobile phone and accessories, clothing, footwear, made in Ghana goods and so much more at the Momo Cashless Market. You heard right. From the 2nd to the 6th of October at Good Park, Tetekwashi Interchange, there will be over 100 merchants in one place with amazing discounts for all Momo customers. Fun activities include artist performance, DJs on rotation, board and TV games, kids zone and giveaways. Join the fun at the Good Park, Tetekwashi Interchange. From the 2nd to the 6th of October 2024, each day from 10 a.m. to 7 p.m. and just Momo everywhere you go. And if you're thinking of getting that toothpaste that will take care of the entire family and save you some money, the recommended family toothpaste is Kel 360 toothpaste. It's approved by the Food and Drugs Authority. It provides you and your family with all-round dental protection throughout the day with freshness. Kel 360 toothpaste is good for kids, children, and adults. Let your family be a proud family when they step out by constantly using Kel 360 toothpaste. It brightens your teeth, prevents cavity, and with its cool mint gives you fresh breath throughout the day and protects the gum from decaying. For consistency and quality, use Kel 360 toothpaste. Kel 360 toothpaste is another product from Samara Company Limited, producers of Sasos, available in all supermarkets, malls, and provision shops. Call Samara Company on 0246 864 798. Kel 360 toothpaste. Happy smile. Well, with me on the show this morning, I have the Vice Chairman of Baumia 2024, Nana Akomia. Nana, good morning.
Morning, Randy.
Right. Also with me on the show this morning is a former Member of Parliament and a former Minister. In fact, he held two portfolios, roads and then lands and natural resources. Honorable Enusa Fuseni is also a legal practitioner. Honorable, good morning. Okay. Right. Now,
yeah.
How's the campaign going?
Well, as for the campaign, it is very, very comforting. The response from the grassroots to Dr. Baumia and his message, it's incredible. So we are very, very happy with it. But I'm sure the NDC too, John Mahama too, he gets a good response from the grassroots. So we'll see how it goes. I expect the elections to be close. Why, you don't believe so? Why is he? You don't expect, I expect
I'm listening to you.
Yeah, but why are you agitated?
How can I be agitated?
You're agitated.
I'm excited.
Yes. Excitement is a kind of agitation. But I expect the elections to be close.
Thank you.
But at the end of the day, person to person, the majority of Ghanaians will choose Dr. Baumia over John Mahama. His message is superior to John Mahama's. And also, he is not tested. He hasn't been tested at the presidency, unlike John Mahama, who has been tested for 4.5 years at the presidency. And he was rejected in 2016 as a sitting president, seeking re-election. And that's the first time in this republic that a sitting president seeking re-election has been rejected. And also, the rejection, the largest margin of any presidential loss between the two parties. So, it's been tested, it's been tried. The performance did not meet the expectation of Ghanaians compared to Baumia, who is not tested, has not been tried at the presidency. And his message is also more compelling than John Mahama. So I expect that he would have the edge on December 7th. Today Baumia is in the central region. He's doing 3 constituencies. So far he's done is stored about 110. Bawumia is determined to visit every constituency. It's a very tall order, and he's pushing himself. And when you look at the responses from where he's been, you could see that that encouragement is also pushing him. Today he will be at Trifu Eti Mokwa, Iman Lower Dentra, and Infantsiman constituencies. So 3 constituencies today. That'll bring the numbers to about 108 or so, 109. And we still have about 80 days to the election. He has to cover the rest of the constituency. It's a tall order, but looking at his energy and the vigor that he's brought to the campaign, I expect that he'll be able to do all the constituencies. I was with him last week when he was doing rounding up the Greater Accra constituencies. Okankwe South, Okankwe North, Okankwe Central, and also along the coastal belt, Nungua, which is Crowell, and then Teshi, where I live, Lejo Kuku. I can see you are showing the Okankwe South one. And so when I talk about the response from the grassroots, I'm talking as a live participant. So we'll see how it goes, Randy.
All right, okay. Now, Enosa,
yes, sir.
How's your campaign going?
Well, our campaign is very focused on the expectations of the people of Ghana. Flag bearer, even though very popular in this country, probably the most popular person presently in Ghana, is leading close to 10, going to all the regions. Yesterday he was in Kumasi, and he will continue with his campaigns. But for our party, we have, to a very large extent, decentralized our campaign. While the flag bearer is on the national campaign, we have charged those at the regional level, the constituency level, the branch level, to also initiate their own campaigns, not wait on the flag bearer. Because elections will be won at the polling station, and it is for the constituencies to coordinate the activities of the various branches within the constituencies, and for the region to coordinate what the constituencies within a region are doing. So our campaign is to a very large extent decentralized, while we leave the flag bearer to touch base with the people across the country. I'm sure that by the end of the day, come 7th December, will be left in no doubt that the people of Ghana will elect John Dramani Mahama because of what he's done before. Because of what he's done before. Randy, I've always said, you are a doctor, an academic to some extent. I have never seen any person promote a failed student. If a person has been given an opportunity and he's failed and failed disastrously, it will be suicidal to promote that person. What message will you be sending to the people of this country? That you are electing somebody who was the chairman of the economic management team, who sent us packing our bags and baggage into an ambulance to the IMF, or who crashed the economy. Never in the history of this country has Ghana been declared bankrupt. We are now in the bankrupt situation. You're talking about somebody as chairman of the economic management team who, while presiding over the economic management team, recorded inflation of 54.1% just 2 years ago. And today is celebrating inflation of about 22%. Never have we recorded that in recent history. It's only under Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. And I hear people say that he's not been given the mandate to rule this country. Randy, you know, and my good brother knows, because I was with him in Parliament, and he's a seasoned politician. You know, when the president is elected, his vice president is deemed to have been elected. And that's why it's a team. But it is for good reason that the president doesn't choose his running mate after the elections. In some jurisdictions, the president chooses his running mate or his vice after he's been elected. It is for good reason that in this country, it's mandatory that at the time of filing, you indicate who becomes your running mate. Because the Constitution says that running mate of yours is deemed to have been elected. So you present a team. Team Nana Akufo-Addo have failed. You failed. And failed disastrously. That, I mean, it will not be funny if you say that never in the history of this country has a team given the mandate failed to, completely than Nana Akufo-Addo government. I mean, you just played Sophie Okontomra. Under Nana Akufo-Addo and Bawumia, our country has almost become a failed state. That people can brandish weapons with impunity. That our water bodies have been despoiled. That our forest cover has been destroyed. That our lives are threatened in the sense that, I mean, if you read the the Council for Scientific Research's report on the presence of mercury in the bloodstreams of people living in Galamsey areas, then you are left alarmed.
Yeah, I'm told by people who are well versed in that area that, look, we could succeed in changing the color of the water and the turbidity levels. But have we asked ourselves whether the manufacturing process of the Ghana Water Company Limited deals with heavy metals and all that? And that is the problem that we're going to be confronted with. That even when the color of the water changes, the presence of heavy metals will still be there. How are we going to deal with that?
Randy, you are perfectly right. And heavy metals can be in the water for hundreds of years and seep into plants, and particularly edible plants, and then we will consume them. So you are perfectly right. And it will take a very long time. We could succeed, yes, but it will take a very long time to be able to bring back the water to its natural state. You talk about the water, Randy, has it crossed your mind that the trees that are being cut down, some have been there for more than 800 years. But since the beginning of creation, that they are being cut down with impunity. What that is going to do with our environment, what that's going to do with the climate change conditions that we are witnessing. So clearly, I mean, for this government, the least said about it, the better. But it's interesting listening to Akumia, Honorable Akumia, because you remember some few months ago, they told us that they were in a comfortable lead. They always said that MPP was leading the NDC. Now he says the elections will be close. I don't know whether it's an ambition or the fact that they are not doing so well. Because that's what he told us. In fact, 2 days ago, they even published a little cross statement that the elections will go into a runoff.
It was a syndicated story on the front page of our 7 newspapers.
Yes, clearly something is not happening.
And all we're told was that the research was done by some university, whatever.
Yes,
nameless people.
Because they have not, the reality has dawned on them, and they are beginning to appreciate the fact that they are moving straight into opposition. And yesterday again, a very senior member of their party, in conversing with me, said, sir, we might lose the presidential elections, but we will win parliamentary seats. More parliamentary seats. I said, but how are you going to do that? He said, that's what we are now targeting. We'll win more parliamentary seats. I said, well, you're not going to win more parliamentary seats. The research that we know is saying that you will lose more parliamentary seats. You might not even get your 137 this time. So they're coming up with all kind of conjectures.
Who said that?
Well, I won't tell you.
What's your problem?
My problem is that I won't tell you. So
how do you authenticate your story?
Well, let me say it. And the person who told me knows that I'm speaking on Metro TV today, and I'm saying it. He knows. But I would say.
But it is nothing.
But you don't expect me to tell
the
vice campaign Bamia for president.
It's fine.
The name, next time.
You're worried that they might go and victimize the person.
They will immediately leave here. We press a call. I won't tell you.
So for the safety and security of the person,
in fact,
you won't release
exactly. I won't tell you. Even under the threat of sanctions, I won't tell you.
No, it's okay. Okay. Please go on.
Okay. So that clearly
But Randy, as we're talking about the campaign, and my brother is going on about their campaign. Now, our good friend John Mahama, former president, he seems to be in a panic mode. Now, the reason why I fear he's in a panic mode, two things. He told us last week, he made a major lament, complaint that people are not speaking out against the current government, and that chiefs are praising the government. He believes they are not telling the government the truth. Civil society organizations, he says, are not speaking out. The clergy is not speaking out. Imams are not speaking out. So I asked myself, and he says that if he was the president, all of them will be speaking out. And now today they've got a toothache and they've got headache, and so they can't speak. But if he becomes president, their toothache will go and their headaches will go. So I asked myself, so nobody supports John Mahama. Why does he believe that everybody is against him? That chiefs are against him. Imams are against him.
Is that what he said?
Yes.
He said
he says they are not speaking.
Every chief, every imam is against him.
Well, he said chiefs. Okay. I'm quoting him directly. He said
he
chiefs.
didn't say some chiefs.
He said chiefs. If you have it, play it. He said chiefs are against him. CSOs, as civil society organizations. Pastors, no. And he was complaining that when he goes, the people are, when Baumia goes, people are praising him. And he doesn't understand why. So, is nobody speaking for John Mahama? That nobody likes him. Why has he got this complex? And then what really got me agitated when he said that if he was the president today, the military would have removed him from power.
He said
that?
Yes.
He said that.
He said that?
Yes.
That if he were president,
yes.
He would have removed him.
Yes.
Where?
Please play his.
Where?
Okay, let me finish.
Where exactly did he say
Let me finish, I'll show you. Because I have the voice. He said that if he were in power, and Randy, you haven't heard the voice.
Never,
you have not?
Never.
Okay, no problem. He said that if the military would have taken over, if he were the president.
He didn't say that.
What did he say?
He didn't say that.
Tell me what he said.
Saying what he said.
No, tell me what he said.
He didn't say that.
Okay. So this is what he said.
The man is a consummate Democrat.
So what did he say?
So you see,
but
I think that he's inviting me.
I'll be surprised that he would make a statement that if he were in power, the military would have removed him.
Yes.
And it is not
reported
a video or whatever which is all over.
Randy, he's invited me actually.
I will get you the voice.
Don't get us the voice. We know it's not true. So look.
Okay.
So
now listen.
Listen
Can I finish?
Listen to me. You talk of panic mood.
Oh, then let him
finish. Let him finish.
I thought you were going to supply me.
No, I'm not supplying
now,
anything.
What he said, it's so dangerous to say that if you were the president, there would have been a coup. How can you say that?
Now you haven't supplied us with that evidence.
Now, so if the military is against you, and the imams are against you, and the pastors are against you, and CSOs are against you, and the chiefs are against you, then who is for you? Who is for you? I don't understand it. Why, he's in this panic mode. That's why I said that he looks to be in a panic mode. Because there are people who support you. There are people who speak for you every day. When he goes to the chiefs, don't they welcome him? And commend him and urge him to go on? Aren't there CSOs who are speaking for his cause? So why is he coming to say that everybody seems to be against him, including the military? I mean, it's not the kind of thing that President Mahama should be talking about, and he should leave it and just focus on the issues. Now, yes, we also, I'm happy you said you have a decentralized campaign. Our campaign is on 3 fronts, 3 major fronts. There are other fronts that are smaller. But the Bawumia himself is leading one charge. His wife, Samira, was a very effective campaigner. He's also leading one charge. And also the running mates. What are you doing? Are you trying to get me off focus? Why are you playing music whilst I'm speaking? Why are you playing music when I'm speaking? So Bawumia himself is I mean, you heard him play. Right? You heard him play.
No, wait. If you give his comment oxygen, he will be excited. So yes.
Don't mind. There's been many occasions that his phone has also gone up while somebody else was speaking on this program.
Randy, this is not a ringtone. If it's a ringtone, I can say, just.
But how do you know if it's not his ringtone?
That's a ringtone.
Well, it's an NDC ringtone.
It is my brother, so
well, so that's why I don't want to give it.
I'm saying that we also have a 3-pronged. We have the flag bearer himself, we have his wife, and then we have the running mate. And it's going very, very well. Now, we are being told that Bawumia has failed because we are being told it's crashed the economy. Well, I can tell you that the economy is bouncing back. And when you look at the figures, the growth rate in the last quarter is almost 7%. And it shows that gradually we are coming out of the difficulty that we went through between 2020 and 2023. Now, that difficulty that we went through, you would agree that a lot of it also stems from the situation that was that came about because of COVID and the Russian war. And indeed, why are you agitated again? And then I noticed that when Inusa was talking about John Mahama winning, you were calm. You. It was very calm. But when you said I was
well, actually, I was.
But when I said that,
Doctor, I was really shocked and taken aback when trying to answer to the devastation of the economic.
Let Nana finish. Let him just stay on. Let him stay on message and finish.
Okay, stay on message.
You were playing music to distract me.
No. Now I'm
interrupting me. I don't understand.
But now you are distracting yourself.
No.
By delving into things other than what you were talking about.
Like which things? No, I made an observation about you. When I even said that the elections will be closed. And you were agitated. He said it will be landslide. And you were calm. I don't like that. You have to be even-handed. Now, he's saying that Bawumia has crashed it. We all know that a lot of the difficulties that we faced between 2020 and 2023, a lot of it was due to the international situation, a situation that was caused by COVID. Of course, you can always point to some local factors, but we know that there was an international situation that impacted negatively on all economies. Indeed, President Mahama himself, when he went to Oxford, he was very, very, very clear about the difficulties that COVID has brought on African economies particularly. And after waxing eloquent about the difficulties. Then he said that as for Ghana, there, it is not COVID. You know, which is a contradiction that I cannot understand. After talking about the difficulties that African economies were going through due to COVID, how balance of payments were out of whack, how budgets were out of kilter and so on, how over 50 million people have been brought into poverty and how the debt has ballooned and all of that. After talking about all of that for African economies, he then came and said, but Ghana, there, it is not COVID, it is government that is not doing well. But clearly, COVID has been a major issue as far as the economy. If you look at the economy before COVID, the 3 years between 2017 and 2019, you would agree that the indicators were positive and that they went downhill from 2020 when COVID came. But be that as it may, Randy, how do you blame the vice president for economic difficulties? The vice president is part of the team and is very happy to be part of the successes and the difficulties of the government. But how do you say that he is to blame for something that has not gone right? I don't understand it. If you are going to blame the vice president for economic difficulties, then how about John Mahama, who also led us into economic catastrophe? And that was why he was removed in 2016. How do you square up with he being president? If you think a vice president can be blamed, then the president even bears a higher responsibility because the president who has the mandate. He has the mandate. And what are the two gentlemen competing for? Are they competing for the position of vice president? They are competing for the position of president. And between the two of them, one of them has been president. One of them has not. No matter what you say, this is a simple fact that you cannot change. John Mahama crashed the economy. And why do you think he suffered that loss in 2016? By the margin that he suffered that. Why do you think so? Why? Why do you think so? Then my brother Inusa says that, why am I saying that it will be close but Bawumia would win? And that we have said that we are in a comfortable lead. In fact, it's rather the NDC, Randy, if you would recollect, who had made statements that if the NPP elected Bawumia, then it would be an easy victory for the NDC, and that they wouldn't even need to campaign, and that all they have to do is to play his campaign messages in 2016 and so on, that you wouldn't need to campaign, and that he is this, he is that, he is that, he is that. The funny thing is that of all the 9 or 10 gentlemen who were contesting to be flag bearer of the NPP, it was only Bawumia that the NDC was focused on. And he said, oh, as for out of the 9 or the 10, if you brought Bawumia there and DC, we are finished. It is you people who said if we brought Bawumia, you wouldn't even campaign. Now this business about Galamsey. Inusa, you have been Minister for Lands and Natural Resources, isn't it? And in that position, you are at the forefront of the fight against Galamsey. At one point, you were so agitated that you said you were looking at introducing drones.
I was not agitated.
No,
I was just far advanced than you people in the MPP.
Oh no, you
because your people attacked me for bringing up that concept.
No.
Yes.
I didn't attack you.
You didn't attack me. I'm not saying no. You said that well.
Which people attacked you?
Oh.
Which people?
That's what I'm saying. You didn't attack me.
Okay, fine.
But I know some of your people who attacked me and said,
listen.
But the final
don't worry about it. I'm saying that.
yes.
out of a certain sense of responsibility and alarm at what was going on. You even said as minister that you were trying to see if you could introduce drones to track the aid. That shows that there was immense difficulty in fighting Galamsey. For me, all the two governments that we've had, the last one and this one, they made tremendous efforts to fight Galamsey. And you would attest to it because you're a minister for environment, lands and natural resources at that time. You set up a ministerial task force, isn't it? You did that, didn't you?
The president did.
Yes. When I say you, I mean the government. You set up a ministerial task force. You put the soldiers into battle against Galamsey, isn't it? But the results were not satisfactory. Akufo-Addo comes. He does the same. He also sets up a ministerial task force. He says that I'm going to put my presidency on the line to fight this Galamsey Kanka. He also put the soldiers into service. He even went further and said that machines that are caught on site will be destroyed without any, and people even thought that he was a bit too strong about it. I remember there was an NPP women organizer who said some equipment was also...
Your current national
yes, yes. And they were destroyed. So the efforts have been, across the governments, the efforts have been good. My only worry is when in 2020 John Mahama changed tone and was telling people that if they voted for him, people who have been prosecuted and jailed for Galamsey, he would come and free them. And that really is a dent on his record at fighting Galamsey. And then your colleagues, your national executives were going around Galamsey sites, telling the people that Galamsey has been with us from ages, and that if they voted NDC, you would ensure that they get more places to do their work. And they were cheering you on. And then one character was telling the people that this man here will be the person who will be in charge of giving land for Galamsey. So I've brought him here so he can connect with you. And if you voted for us, he would make sure that you get a land. But that's clearly a dent on your... But otherwise, when in office, President Mahama did his best. The efforts were continued by Akufo-Addo. But we still haven't defeated Galamsey. I was just looking at, as we were speaking, some... oh, okay. So Ayaga was environment minister. I'm just looking at a brief. This was in September 2016.
Nana, why don't we focus
on
a government that is still
in
power?
I'll come to that. The environment, this 2016, September 19, 2016 report. Environment Minister Mahama Ayariga says it is hard for the government, it is time for the government to regularize illegal small-scale mining, Galamsey activities as a more proactive measure to stop the pollution of water bodies. Amaraga says attempt to halt illegal mining activities have not yielded the desired results because wherever there's mineral resources, people will do everything and whatever it takes to be able to extract those resources. His admission comes more than 3 years after the government in May 2013 set up an interministerial committee to clamp down on the practice. President John Mahama, who inaugurated the committee, said the menace, said the chairman, then Minister for
Lands and Natural Resources.
So you were actually the chairman of the Ministerial Task Force?
Exactly.
With the then Minister for Defense, Magwayongo, Joe Otin, and Atete, yes, the other ministers have since been reshuffled. I'm looking for They were to arrest and prosecute both Ghanaians and foreigners engaged in mining, deport all non-Ghanaians engaged in the mining, and they will have their sub-leases and concessions, blah, blah. So I'm saying that there's been major efforts to fight this across regimes. It's only 2020 that John Mahama and your party, because of electoral purposes, made promises that undermine the fight against galamsey. But as we speak today,
two weeks ago, did your running mate promise some people a release of the excavators? 2 weeks ago.
At where?
Somewhere in the Western region.
I haven't heard.
You haven't heard?
No.
Okay, I'll show it to you now.
Okay.
I'll show it to you.
Now, today, what we have is that the Ghana Water Company has said that the galamsey activities along the Pra, especially the Pra Basin, is such that it's reduced water supply, their water supply, to 40%.
That's nationwide.
Nationwide?
There's a Pra problem, but the Ghana Water Company Limited says that their water production has reduced from 70% to 40% nationwide, as a result of galamsey.
So clearly, there is a crisis, and government must deal with this crisis very quickly. I understand another ministerial committee has been set up, and they are doing the groundwork to come for a program of action. But we are at a situation where if water supply nationwide has reduced from 70 to 40, critical action has to be taken. And I have no doubt that in the next few days, government will be announcing the critical action that have been taken.
Yes, Honorable.
Yeah, so let me attempt to deal with the issue or issues raised by Nana Kumia. Really. He says we're in a panic, John Mahama is in a panic mode. I don't know what he means by a panic mode.
He explained it.
No. I don't know what he means, but he explained a panic.
He gave examples
of a panic mode
to support why he's saying that.
But that's not panicking.
Okay.
The examples he gave doesn't in any way show a person in a panic state.
Indulge me. There's one more example.
Please.
Just one more, so you can answer that one too. He complained loudly that the NPP held a press conference on a Sunday, a day after he had launched your manifesto. And he was complaining loudly that why would the NPP choose that day to hold a press conference, and that we had done that so we could undermine the media play of his. Why? What kind of panic? I believe it's panic.
That's panic.
Okay. Yes.
So that you think that example is panic.
If you're
panicky, if you say somebody is panicky, it means that person has assessed a situation, and that situation is making him apprehensive.
Yes, exactly.
Okay. Which situation can make a person apprehensive than a flag bearer trying desperately to disassociate himself from the government of which he's part? If you say a person is panicking, that person appreciates that e-levy, which is we are currently paying, through our noses on transactions, Momo transactions, is so bad that it ought not to be in existence. And so, because he knows the harm that e-levy is doing to Ghanaians, he says, oh, if I can, I will cancel e-levy. That's panic. That's panic. It's apprehensive that if he doesn't do anything about that, it could affect his chances. That's being panicky. Now, when asked, why doesn't he take action now? He knows that he can't take action because he's part of the conspiracy to visit the hardship on the people. What's his answer? His answer is simply, if I do that now, what do I do when I become the president? As if to say that the presidency is just about doing one set of things. That's panicky. That's being apprehensive. Your mama has never been panicky. You cite example of John Mahama saying that people should speak up. John Mahama never said that chiefs were criticizing him or that he had nobody to speak for him. No. Democracy thrives, and I know you are a consummate Democrat as well. When people are prepared to talk truth to power. John Dramani Mahama was saying that, look, chiefs, talk truth to power. When you see the iniquities being visited on us as Ghanaians, be bold to talk truth to power. But when you fail and sit quietly, cowed into silence, then these iniquities will continue. But not saying that he ought not to be criticized. John Mahama never said that. In fact, John Mahama's 4 years as president received criticism probably more than Nana Akufo-Addo has done. And he never took action against his critics. So it will be ludicrous to say that a person who had a large heart, who contained all criticisms when he was in power, including people like Kakumia who christened him incompetent, will, after losing power, say, I don't want people criticizing me. No, I don't think that you're talking about the John Dramani Mahama we know. It's your conception of John Dramani Mahama you know that you are talking about. The John Dramani Mahama we know is a person who is tolerant and accepts divergent views and knows that democracy can only progress if the diversity of this country is harnessed. He won't talk down on chiefs. He's never told a chief to get up and greet him. He's never told a chief that. Or ask a chief who he thinks he is. He's never done that. But he was president. He talk about catastrophic loss. You say you don't understand. Catastrophic loss. Huge margin. But the historical facts are lost on you.
Tell me about them.
Why do you say you want to break the 8?
No, tell me about them.
Why do you say you want to break the 8? Why are you saying so? I mean, why is breaking the 8 a mantra for MPP?
You know?
I know.
So why are you asking me?
So you should know that when John Dramani Mahama was president, he was completing the 8 years of NDC in power. You should know that. And it's not a matter of laughter. You should know that. And that when you close your eyes to reality and begin talking as if, I mean, you are sitting somewhere.
So he lost because of the 8 years.
Please, you said I shouldn't interrupt you.
No, I want to understand. You're asking me.
Please. You said yeah.
Just take notes.
I shouldn't interrupt you.
Okay.
How much is given?
Much is expected. Sorry.
So clearly, you ought to know that. And this, in fact, that is informing the mantra of breaking the 8. Because you know that the cycle that we have, that Ghanaians have, invested or reposed in politicians in this country runs 8 years. Even though I don't subscribe to 8 years. I don't subscribe to, a president being in office for 8 years. That is why, if indeed Ghanaians are taking the pains to assess Nana Akufo-Addo's first term, he wouldn't have gotten the second term. Because the signs were already clear. And let me tell you how the signs were clear. Randy, it says COVID. He didn't add Ukraine-Russia war. I will add it.
He did.
He did.
He did.
So the man was playing music whilst I was speaking, so he couldn't have heard everything.
Why are they trying to blame? Why are you blaming our present predicament on COVID or Ukraine-Russian war? When your minister came to Parliament in the year 2020, and I quote him, COVID had exposed the vulnerabilities of our economy. The economy was already vulnerable under MPP. Every day we were contracting loans. You think it is COVID that has made us enter into a DDEP? It is COVID. It's not COVID. Neither is it the Russia-Ukraine war. It is our inability to service our loans. And how did we contract the loans? The insatiable appetite of the MPP to contract loans led us into the situation in which we are today. Because when you talk of the relativities, have you ever asked yourself, why Ivory Coast, having gone through turbulent times like they did in the past, have been able to withstand the ravages of COVID and the Ukraine-Russian war? Leadership. Oh, you are playing music as a counter to my...
I'm retaliating.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Kava is a BITC. Kava is indeed a BITC.
I am. Now, my brother, Randy.
Yes.
You see,
Randy, I'm saying
you know why we are where we are? It's because people like Nana Kumia and his government are not prepared to engage in an adult conversation and accept that there were things that they did wrong. Even those who are part of them who accept it are ostracized. That's why we are where we are. Civil society organizations, before COVID, drew attention of this government through a petition that the way we went about contracting loans, this country would collapse on the loans. The government said, my back case. Nakufado said, my back case. That is why we are where we are. But if it were for the record of performance, Bawumia would never have, or Nana Akufo-Addo, or the MPP as a party, would probably take a leave out of the 2024 elections. Because their performance, by national or international standards, clearly, are below par. Below par. And you know it. You know it. How do you take a gallon of petrol that you used to buy at 6 cedis, now buy a liter around 1 cedi 60 pesos? How do you explain that? And so
16 cities, not 1 city.
16 cities. Yes. How do you explain that? Have you gone to the market of late and ask yourself how people are surviving? That common bread that was sold at 50 pesos a loaf, is now way 20 cities and over. How do you explain that to people? In fact, it's just because Ghanaians are so patient. That's why there has not been civil action in this country on the basis of hardship. I have known people who simply go to work on Monday, don't come home, sleep at work, transport alone to carry them to work and back. It's a difficulty. But they are prepared to bear the hardship because they know that a day of reckoning will come and they will show this government the back door. So don't talk to us as if we don't feel it as Ghanaians. He who feels it knows it. The Ghanaians know that this government is the worst government in our history. You know that. And no amount of platitudes said on this set today can erase that from the minds of Ghanaians. You talk about Galamsey. How could you compare the Galamsey of today with what, the attempt of John Dramani Mahama to sanitize and regularize the small-scale miners. How do you compare that? Have you ever, when you were in the position, had a woman organizer of the NDC engage in illegal mining? Did you ever hear that? Did you chance a report when NDC was in office in the nature of the report produced by Frimpong Boateng? Did you ever chance on such a report? That the report could name key persons in the office of the president who were engaged in illegal mining. How do you think that illegal mining could stop when the watchmen were those stealing? How do you think the theft will stop? Those people who had put in charge to stop the menace were those perpetuating the menace. And we had an outlandish administration which was prepared to engage in illegal activities. For instance, besides examples of machines, excavators being bent. And I challenge, and I still challenge anybody to show me which part of Act 703 as amended that allows the burning of excavators. It could only be acts of impunity of a government that feels that it is not accountable to anybody who will engage in that. Because there is a comprehensive legal regime in Act 703 as amended that deals with equipment seized from the mining sites. And so, if government itself is engaged in impunity, what do you expect people to do? If officers of government are engaged in impunity, reports are abound of key government officials, engaged in illegal mining. Apart from the report of Frimpong Boateng. And even more ludicrous, Randy, you recall, when Frimpong Boateng asserted in his report that even Galamsey was going on close to the president's house, the president's only way of refuting that was to send people in a car to Chibi. But Frimpong Boateng had mentioned in his report the person who was alleged to be doing that illegal activity. Have you ever heard of the police or any security agency inviting and questioning that person? This charade must stop. We know exactly, grandstanding. When the president said he was putting his presidency on the line, it was nothing but grandstanding. Look, go take the 2016 manifesto of the MPP and see whether you will see a line on Galamsey how to correct check illegal mining. Single line. No. His stance on Galamsey was only activated when the media, led by Ashigbe Ken Ashigbe, initiated the media coalition against illegal small-scale mining. That he rode on the back of the media.
But that's a listening president.
So, a listening president. He was only being populist. Listening president. So, listening president, indeed. So, what was the strategic initiatives that a listening president put in place to ensure that his district chief executives, who superintend over the districts where the mining is taking place, report persons who are engaged in illegal small-scale mining? Are you telling me, Randy, is Nana Kumia wanting me to believe?
But Honorable Sir, you have been in cabinet before. You've been in government at the highest level,
yes,
a cabinet minister.
Yes.
We all know for a fact,
yes,
that there exist security reports, whether it is from the NIB. You see, the national security is one of the most decentralized agencies in this country, the police, whatever.
Yes.
So we all know.
Yes.
That there exist these reports.
Exactly.
These reports details what is happening
on the ground.
Who is behind what?
We know.
So it is only perhaps people who do not even understand the governance structure and how things work, who will perhaps be swayed by a certain pretense that we don't know. It is only when it comes in the news that we know. Whatever Erastus Asaredonko will bring out for the general public to know. The security apparatus in this country is well aware.
So, Randy, you are collaborating my point. That's why you never saw any government appointee or head any government appointee, because clear, distinct warning was sent to all government appointees, including MPs, that you will be arrested if you are found to be engaged in illegal source mining or illegal mining. Clear. And I tell you, sometimes I feel sad. The government can go and see 25 champagnes on River Pra, remove some of the champagnes and burn, and then claim credit for fighting Club City. We saw 5 when we went to Chicheure. Chicheure is around Dinjira. When the mine pit collapsed and our 9 people died. And when they in the company of Bovlolati in the Minerals Commission as Minister for Lands and Natural Resources and Chairman of the Task Force. When we went there, we saw that the PRA was just nearby. We went to the PRA and saw 5 champagne machines on the River PRA. That resulted in the sack of the district executive of danger. Clearly, there is no law that allows mining on a river body. So you ask yourself, you see to the 5 champagnes, you only take the champagnes out of the water and burn. What happens to the political heads around that area? You want us to believe. And we don't believe it, Randy, and just like your expose has shown. We don't believe it when they say that they don't know the people who are behind it.
In fact, when Nadia Lima, is that? I hope
yes, when he met the DCs.
When she was the minister, she said that we have the report. We know all of you were engaged in it. When the president and the minister, after they went to Tunfor's place, and met the people at then going to now Lancaster.
Yes.
They said the same thing.
We
have put you in this room.
Yes.
Because you are the people. You know this is the last warning.
Now,
at that time, if you compare what existed at the time and today, the issue is more than quadrupled.
This is the impunity. Randy, doesn't it strike you as strange that Nana Akumia's government's first action when they came into power in 2017 was to ban wholesale small-scale mining? But by the end of 2018, when they lifted small-scale mining, Ghana exported the highest amount of gold from the small-scale mining sector. So ask me, how did that come about? You banned small-scale mining 2017, 2018.
In fact, last week, the Honorable Kujato Ablakwa even made this disclosure about the number of licenses
that was
issued.
More than 2,000 licenses issued.
As against 50-something in an 8-year period.
More than 2,000. So clearly,
and many of the cases we are even having are people who are supposed to be licensed, who are engaging in illegal things. If you look at Erastus's productions, you would see people who were told have large-scale mining licenses, and these are politically exposed people who, from the Minerals Commission, have not gone through the requisite things to even start mining forest reserves.
Just tell me.
But they are engaged in those things. You have a lot of practices of people who are holding. So the point I'm trying to make is that you have a lot of these people who are in possession of licenses, engaged
in illegal activities with impunity.
And that is why anytime a defense of, for example, mining in forest reserves is made, you would see that examples of the reputable mining firms like Newmont and others are used as a defense to why mining in forest reserves cannot be said to be bad. However, the catch here is that you would see that the problems, the reports, the negative things do not have to do with operations of these companies. It has to do with operations of the many people who have been issued with these small scale and so-called large scale licenses, and those who even don't have a license at all, and some of those who are holding what they call community mining licenses.
Doctor, you ask yourself, when was LI 2462 passed? Not recently.
2023.
Yeah. So were those new one and others were not already existing. What stated the percentage of that do?
What is that LI about?
LI about is
the one that allows the president to grant licenses
to forest reserves.
Oh, in the
yes.
Okay.
So the point is even making is that you know all the companies that are cited that are Newmont's operations, they are part in the forest reserve. If you take the bauxite people is in the forest reserve. All those operations existed long before. You didn't need the law, the amendment to give effect to their operations.
They were already in the forest reserves.
Some of the operations, those look so obviously that amendment was to provide opportunity for the new people.
Yeah, but people were already mining the forest reserves.
Yeah, there was some forest. There were mining activity. Newmont, part of the activities in the forest reserve.
Really?
Yes.
So you see why they passed the law.
So
and let me tell you another impunity. You recall that the president overruled a minister in the case of Aponta mining.
He overruled?
Yes.
How?
The minister had written to Aponta to desist mining in the Nimiri forest. You remember?
Yes.
And said that they didn't have any license and authority.
Yes.
What did the president
So in fact, it was a ministry through the minister that confirmed that company was engaged in illegal mining in the forest reserve.
And what did the president do?
What did he do?
Because then the man was not mining.
I think he said that at the time he was speaking.
No, at the time he was speaking well.
So the impression I got was that they had gone out, they have stopped.
Oh.
Yes.
I can understand your impression.
No, but I'm saying that even if that were the case, it doesn't take away the fact that an illegality had been perpetrated.
Yeah.
And should the president be telling us that the person has stopped, the person has left? Is that what the president is telling us? Especially when the person, when the owner of the company is a regional chairman of the ruling party.
You remember from Boaten's report and the activities of Sir John in the forest reserves?
Sir John too was named.
Oh, you have not read the report?
No, I'm asking.
No, you have not read the report.
Let's assume I haven't read. Was he named in the report?
Was named in black and white in the report.
You have the report.
Including a person called Charles Owusu, who was doing the
writing. That's what he do, sir. If you follow him, you get lost. Do you have the report?
No, so I can understand.
I think there's something on the screen. I don't know if that's what you're asking.
Which one?
I don't know if that's what you're asking for.
Okay.
But there's something on the screen.
I
don't know. I've just seen something on the screen.
There's a report. Read the report.
Report of the what?
Read the report.
No, there's a report.
Don't worry. So I'm not surprised. Because if you don't get to understand what is in the report and appreciate the problems that we're facing. You know, water is now 1,400 NTU instead of one.
Not 1,400, 14,000.
Instead of one.
Randy.
So you see clearly, I'm not finished.
When will you finish?
How can I finish shaving you when you've made all these allegations that are unfounded? So clearly.
Which allegations?
Allegations of Mama saying that Mama being a
there will be a coup if he was
there will be a coup if he was the president. But that clearly unfounded. That clearly ought to be responded to. But what I'm saying is that
you say you didn't say so.
It cannot be true. It's just a figment of your own imagination. It's not true. Now, what you should understand, Nana, is that in this country, we are a people, law-abiding people. It's only when the people who lead us refuse, and I know, and I've known you for some time, that as a leader, you know that when you fail in your leadership quest, it produces chaos. The chaos that we are witnessing today, total leadership failure. Total. And it is not as a result of people wanting to, or those mob robbers wanting to feed themselves. It's just a leadership failure. And that leadership failure can only be remedied if you take the MPP out of office.
Okay.
Look at what happened, Randy.
Hey,
the leadership failure did not stop at Galamsey. It didn't stop at Galamsey alone. Randy, I'm yet to hear a reasonable response on why the governor of the Bank of Ghana decided to treat the law that limits his authority to assist government, to intervene when government is in distress.
Oh, they've issued responses.
No, the Bank of Ghana, they're reasonable. I'm not saying responses.
Okay.
To treat that
I think
law.
your colleague, you were in parliament with Dr. Mark Esibe.
Yes.
He's been justifying it.
Justifying it on the basis of an amendment to the law?
No, it says that they didn't need parliamentary approval. The law allows them
so again,
during a period.
So I know again,
emergency
you will see when they come to your station or on radio.
He didn't say it. It was on Pakwesi Asari's show.
Oh yeah, I saw it.
Yeah, when they say it, please.
Is it part of your campaign? Dr. Michael says.
Yeah.
What is it?
He chaired the
economic
committee of the
manifesto.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you see, when they say sentence, Randy, pin them down to the particular section of the law they are referring to. There is no law that says that the Bank of Ghana can violate.
Not violate.
That's what they did was violating the provision with impunity.
They disagree. So.
Disagree?
Yeah,
they disagree.
Yeah, they disagree.
Oh, okay, they disagree. And then they are known to disagree with everything.
They disagree.
Yeah,
unfortunate for those who now hold the view that in times of crisis and emergency and others they can. Unfortunately for them, from the time that the issue of their printing money started, the Bank of Ghana has issued 3 statements. 3 statements explaining it. That is what gives that excuse away.
Good. And moreover, what actually gives them away and gives the country away is that the World Bank and our development partners were so alarmed that they have now installed a supervisor at the Bank of Ghana.
Let's take a break. When we return, we'll come and wrap up on this one.
You've spoken that.
Do you know someone who's making a difference in your community? Someone whose selfless actions and dedication to helping others deserves recognition? Then it's time to celebrate these incredible individuals on MTN Heroes of Change.
It's time to nominate those selfless individuals to win 100,000 Ghana cedis and other cash prizes and be crowned MTN Hero of Change. You can also nominate a blogger or someone in the digital space and any of the media houses to win our new category of Digital Hero and Media Hero of Change. Just fill an online nomination form at mtn.com.gh or send a WhatsApp with a 1-minute video of your nominee's project on 055-141-1122. Deadline for nominations is 18th October 2024, so don't waste time. Nominate your hero now.
MTN Heroes of Change. Be the change you wish to see.
Experience the enhanced protection of Star Motor Third Party Extra from Star Assurance, an enhanced motor third party insurance policy that provides cover for loss or damage to your vehicle's windscreens, side mirrors, back glass, and other glass components. Whether it's a crack or major damage, you can drive with the assurance that your vehicle is well protected. Our commitment to you includes affordable coverage options and a claims process that is both fast and straightforward, so you spend less time dealing with paperwork and more time on the road. Also, we have proudly partnered with Hope for Little Lives, an organization dedicated to supporting children in need. By choosing Star Motor Third Party Extra, you're protecting your vehicle and making a positive impact. Every policy you buy helps bring joy and support to children in underserved communities. Reach out to us now on our toll-free numbers 0800-177-177 or 0302-245-906 to sign up. Let us help you drive with peace of mind and purpose. Star Motor Third Party Extra. Drive with confidence, give back with heart.
Star Assurance, your solid partner.
Using Koa Mixture, Koa Plus Mixture, and Koa MT Mixture, brought to you by Koa Research and Manufacturing Limited Company, proudly made in Ghana, formulated to support your general well-being. For those seeking immune system support, there is Koa Plus Mixture. Support your body's defenses and stay strong. When it comes to combating malaria, Koa MT Mixture will aid your treatments. For effective relief from malaria symptoms, try Koa MT Mixture. Koa Mixture, Koa Plus Mixture, and Koa MT Mixture are not recommended for pregnant women, lactating mothers, and children under 12 years. Always take a malaria test before using Koa MT Mixture. Choose Koa Mixture, Koa Plus Mixture, and Koa MT Mixture for your health needs. Available now at pharmacies nationwide. For bulk purchases, contact 0244-726611 or 0591-565-778. This advert is
in today's modern world, stairs are a challenge, especially for our elderly and those with health concerns. Navigating them can be difficult and even dangerous, but there's a safer way to move vertically. Lifts and Elevators Limited Company, your answer to a more accessible and secure vertical transportation. Our elevators and escalators, including top-of-the-line pneumatic vacuum elevators, Fuji elevators and escalators, offer a safer and more convenient alternative, eliminating the risks of stairs and enhancing accessibility for homes, businesses, and hospitals. Choose safety and convenience with Lifts and Elevators Limited Company. Elevate your spaces today. For more information, visit our website at www.elevatorsgh.org or call now on 0200-535-515. Lifts and Elevators Limited Company, the elevator people.
Choose the perfect prize every week and stand to win your choice of exciting prizes. All to get more of what matters to you. Exclusive to Betway. Betway, get way more. Terms and conditions apply. Regulated by the Gaming Commission of Ghana. No under 18. Welcome to Rehoboth Palms, Ayimensa, where your future home is taking shape. Discover a community like no other, designed for families and individuals seeking comfort and connection. Enjoy a host of amenities, including a swimming pool, tennis courts, kids playground, and serene sitting areas, all designed for your enjoyment. Embrace the opportunity to be part of this vibrant community with flexible installment plans available. Your dream home is waiting at Rehoboth Palms, Ayimensa, where every moment is a promise of home and affordable luxury. Visit us today at 145 North Legon, Accra. Call us on +233 244 764 499 or +233 204 950 810. For our UK clients, you can reach us on +44 190 853 3149 or +44 791 737 6631 or visit www.rehobothpropertiesgh.com to learn more. A community like no other. Welcome to Rehoboth Ayimensa.
The luckiest.
Star 712#.
Luck is everywhere.
8K. Hey, you get an 8K. Get back packing so you have to come out. Wallah. Hey, wait.
You go put it on his tab. This is my man. Good luck.
Hey, Google radio. We are star 712. It's much more phone. I'm on dialing the magic numbers. Star 712. Now welcome to the luckiest. Aha, and now with me at ticket. You can buy for yourself or your loved one.
Ah, mommy, tell mommy who's here.
You're buying for me, right?
Or who else?
Oh.
Let's choose buy tickets for others.
Love you, boo boo.
Maybe straight to option 4. Now, you need to buy tickets worth 50 Ghana to qualify. Yes, you can buy random or preferred tickets. I'm choosing random tickets. Listen, if you buy the random tickets, the system chooses a random number for you. But if you buy the preferred, you get to input your own preferred 5 digits. 5.
Baby, give me your 5 numbers.
And how much are we buying?
Babe, look at the body and bio.
With your body,
Hey,
Dema, tread cautiously. Now follow the prompts and confirm. Now the luckiest.
The luckiest is regulated by the NLA on the Caritas platform, not for persons below 18 years. T&Cs apply. Jeans energy drink.
A person first and foremost, meaning I want you to say, we are not against mining. Rather, we want to support you to mine. Sisi Ayekasi, offer Operation Vanguard, Operation Hot, Operation Gallop Stop. Jabaino, yes, seize the stop war. The stop war. Stop war. Yeah, a person meaning I want you to say. The son said, "You say, mine, we ye, and Wintina Jackass, maybe I will ye mine, Yano. Ye want Cadesta, fine. No, I let to show, no, dear man, MC, I a friend of your committee from district mining committee."
Operation Hot, that laptop, about the soldiers for now. Two Mosusan, a training official. Only acquaintance on the community. To be on site, our acquaintance on question. It's our power. So about patrol. And patrol now soldiers need security services here. What woman? And my road business with it. It is a one of now 5 million, 3 million, 10 million. Now the British pricing of two food one of the man. $7 million because the police soldiers going out them at an office, at cases are more man, you know, money left with you. And in Zimbabwe, or be patrol, as I said, when they are so one food money, the wild person of the man. On board in Mama. But so people said, or you saw the indicating pay too much in pay, but too control board, my own year, and track a year shall no more with Mongo Pamela. Oh, yes, there were 24. So my patrol or Baba patrol walk. And the Akasset authority on the air you must have mature. Jeffrey said. You are all here in the moment, also here in the do the thing. I said, but the women is a woman I'm a Ghana for. And Bravo be our mobile so here to make you. ɔno a ɛbɔ no mo ba no so ɛbɔ ɔmo ba sɛ mumu ne saa asisie no so bi twa mo deɛ no tu mu tirim a asisie no so bɛyɛ dɛ ebi twa menim site a ɔmo ne police fo kon yaa ɔmo ama no hwee a yɛkɔyɛ ɛkɔ kan bi ma ɔmo a ɛnɛ police fo do ɔmo twɛm obi akɔ obi bàbá bi ɔmo bɛdu biara obi abɛyɛ sɛ ɔmo adi biara ɔmo week ɔmo bɛba 3, 4, 5 mo nyɛ adwuma ma police ni ɔmo adwuma ɔmo yɛ abɛntwi ɔmo ka mo nyɛ adwuma ma soja ni ɔmo adwuma ɔmo yɛ abɛntwi ɔmo ka ɛni tí wọ́n fún Ghana ní àwọn tí góòlù so ẹ̀pùfọ́ ẹ̀kì náà ẹ̀yẹ yẹ ètù góòlù ẹ̀ omi bẹ̀rẹ̀ náà tó fi polisi ní tú dẹ́bi wọ́n tún kó wọ́n yẹ òsì káṣí ní tú ẹ̀ni yẹ tí ẹ̀yẹ ti hàn pẹ̀tà ní yẹ kàkàkà ẹ̀nu tí náà ọmọ jíjí mọ̀ list ẹ̀ máa mú tíwé wò dín ní mọ̀ nọ́mbà ní náà mọ̀ tíwé ní nọ́mbà náà mọ̀ yẹ ní critique platform and better school, FC better school, regional minister with the labor issue. Now, yeah, say you're not they say. So what site baby you be back on now on the air here. Only a baby and let to dinner. Now voice message, actual platform, you say, Mrs. Vicenzo, Asomji, soldiers will be Abaha. Almost say, almost vaccine. Then say march on the fair march now.
Right, welcome back to the show if you just joined us. This is Good Morning Ghana live on Metro TV, and apologies for the laughter. It's just Nana who's freaking me out here in the studios. I'm still here with Nana Kobia and the Honorable Husseini.
Randy, what did I do?
But with Betway, you're guaranteed to get more chances to play. Betway, Speak Your Price lets you choose your preferred promotion to make the perfect sports bet every week. From payout boost to cashback, plus you would also stand a chance to choose your own prize, from vouchers to electronics and a grand prize of an airline ticket. Visit betway.com.gh to find out more. Terms and conditions apply. This is regulated by the Gaming Commission of Ghana. Bet the responsible way. Betway, get way more. And enjoying the fruits of your labor is as important as enjoying the mansions of your labor. The pains of climbing the stairs when not exercising could be challenging, irrespective of your age. But worry no more. Lift and elevators have got you covered with the best portable American pneumatic vacuum elevators on the market today. It's a simple self-supported elevator for both homes and offices. And guess what? It can lift your goods too. Wheelchairs can fit in and they come in 3 custom-made models. It's affordable and can be installed within 3 days. Visit Lift and Elevators at Sakuma or just call them on 0200-535-515 or send a mail to elevatorsgh@gmail.com for consultations and the best solutions in easy vertical movement. All right. Okay. Nana, you've agreed for Alaji to...
Briefly.
Okay.
You see the situation confronting us today is a situation that all of us have to be worried about. But that is not made lighter. Our worry is not made lighter by the presence of Bawumia on the political scene. Because you see, even yesterday, we was talking about community mining. This concept of regularizing and sanitizing the small-scale mining sector is to convert small-scale miners into community miners. But I tell you, community mining is an elevated form of galamsey. In fact, and Uchihine has said that clearly, that we better stop the community mining because that's an aggravated galamsey. Uchihine said that clearly. Now, thirdly, why we just need to reject Bawumia is that he has no gravitas. He has no gravitas. Bawumia actually came into the MPP through Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo. It's not that he has historical antecedents. It's not that he has ever been an MPP. He came, he was rejected. The Nana Akufo-Addo successfully argued that because he's an economist, it was important that he partners him to provide the economic solutions to Ghana's myriad of problems. We now know that Bawumia is incapable of solving our economic problem. But the real danger is that Bawumia is like a mistletoe. He's standing on the shoulders of Nana Akufo-Addo in the MPP party. He's standing on his shoulders. He has no roots. There's no roots, whether real or perceived, in the MPP. And so you are looking at the thing that they hold. What was it? What's the name? Randy. You know is there a pawn or the thing that they hold and attach to strings and dances? What's the name?
Puppet.
Puppet. You are looking at.
Bawumia is a puppet.
You are looking at a puppet Bawumia. Puppet to Nana Addo Akufo-Addo.
Okay.
That's why our flag bearer said, and I agree with him, that an election of Bawumia is a third term
of Akufo-Addo. Okay. Randy,
Yes,
these NDC people, today they say Bawumia has no gravitas. You remember one of the panic indicators that they gave, and it's about the presidential debate. Bawumia says, instead of talking at each other, let's talk to each other so the Ghanaian people would have the benefits of subjecting what we are saying to street proof. If you don't want it, just say you don't want it. You look at the reasons they gave. Bawumia hasn't shown respect by calling for a debate. Bawumia has not debated with market women. Bawumia has not debated with 7 MPs in parliament. Bawumia has not had a press conference. Now they say he has no roots. I mean, the panic about Bawumia is so thick that you can actually cut it with a knife. When the NPP was organizing the flag bearer, the primaries, of the 10 people, Bawumia was the issue. The others, no issue. Now he's the flag bearer. They say he has no gravitas. He has no weight. And so why are you so afraid of the man that you cannot even debate him? The man who has no gravitas, who is lightweight, who has destroyed the economy, who has no roots, who is a puppet. Go and expose him. They say, no, we won't debate him. You should go and debate MPs. You should go and debate market women. You should go and debate media. The sense of panic. So, President Mills, was he a puppet? President Mills, was he a puppet of Jerry Rawlings?
Both are of blessed memory. We don't talk ill of those. I don't know.
Anyway,
so the place I come from, you don't talk ill of people who are dead.
Oh, am I talking ill of? I'm
asking you a question. I'm not answering any question.
Randy, this Galamsey thing, all of us agree that it has been a serious problem. And the incumbent government, being the incumbent government, it is incumbent on the government to take some action to stop Galamsey. There's no debate about it. And if the NDC says that it's incumbent upon the government, and I've told you that the government will come out with measures to deal with this thing. But Imusa, you as Minister for Lands, you know that small-scale mining is not the same as Galamsey.
Oh, no one's talking about small-scale mining.
Okay. Because the way you're talking.
No.
Because Galamsey is illegal mining.
Yes.
Mining in waterbed.
Yes.
Mining without license.
Yes.
That's what we call Galamsey.
Or mining in contravention of your license.
Of mining in contravention. So it's an enforcement matter. And to the extent that the NPP is in office now, it's incumbent on us to ensure that the law is enforced. I don't have a problem with that. But you see, Inusa says all kinds of stuff that I find funny. He says that John Mahama lost the elections in 2016 because it was the 8th year. This is the first time I'm hearing this.
Incumbency fatigue.
This is the...
Because he had done all the...
John Mahama was incumbent for 4.5 years, so not 8 years.
The NDC, I didn't say your mama.
Okay,
Or you didn't listen to me.
I'm saying that this is the first time I've heard.
And I'm telling you that I'm giving you.
When Randy gave the order that I should listen to you in peace and quiet,
I'm listening to you in peace and
misquoted several times.
In fact, he reminded you
that what?
That when you were speaking, it was quiet.
Yes, and then you gave the order that I should let him.
Yes.
In fact, you even ordered me to let him conclude. So please
order
give me
you.
some few
I didn't
minutes.
order you.
Okay, fine. You asked me. Now,
I'm
this is
not a dictator.
This is the first time that I'm sure many Ghanaians are hearing for this.
You are hearing, many Ghanaians know, those who do political analysis.
Honorable, let's hear him. Just take note. Yeah.
Okay.
Look at the way he scores his legs, cry.
Yeah, but what's wrong?
We can't see.
We can't see it. But you can see.
We can see.
Okay. Now, now, this is the first time many Ghanaians are hearing that. The NDC actually lost 2016 because of incumbency fatigue.
Yes.
That it was the 8th year. Because John Mahama himself said that it was because the NPP had cast a spell on Ghanaians. That's what John Mahama too said. We cast a spell. So all the things that he was doing, because NPP had cast a spell, Ghanaians couldn't see. Then he talked about the things he's done. He said he's done the Nkrumah interchange, he's done the data center and all of that. And Ghanaians couldn't see because a spell had been cast on the voter. This is what John Mahama himself said. Today we are being told that no, it is actually the 8-year fatigue. I mean, it's a joke. So if you know there was 8-year fatigue, why did you tell Ghanaians you were in a comfortable lead? Inu Safuseni. Why did you tell Ghanaians you were in a comfortable lead when you know that there's an 8-year fatigue? And how about the margin? The margin of almost 1 million votes. It's never happened. The NPP was incumbent in the 2008. The NDC was incumbent in the year 2000. Did you see these kind of margins before in your life? He lost the elections because he failed his mandate. That's all. The more you try to talk about it, the more you look funny. They are now being told this 8 years. The man himself said because we cast a spell, insulting the electorate, that the electorate cannot make an objective choice, that it was some party that cast a spell on him. Why did he go to the IMF? You are part of the government. Why did you go to the IMF in 2015? Why? Why did you go to the IMF under the presidency of John Mahama? You talk about prices. I agree. But if I were to tell you the level of prices if in 2008 and the level of prices by 2016, you will see the trend. Inusa, you will see the trend. Now, you are saying that what? President Mahama is urging people to speak up as part of their civic duty. Really?
Yes.
He actually insulted them. He said they were being hypocrites. He said they were being hypocrites, or he used the word in Twi, nyachum, which means hypocrites. That they will not speak now, but if he's in office, they will speak. That's what he's saying. He was not saying that the space is there for everybody to talk. He said that, why are you not speaking? And that if it was me, you'd be speaking. In fact, he even said they have headache and toothache. And he questioned why, he said if it was his presidency, the military would have staged a coup. So everybody is against him. The military is against him because they haven't staged a coup. Chiefs are hypocrites. Pastors are hypocrites because they are not speaking out. You yourself, you said that CSOs were speaking out in 2019. John Mahama doesn't know that. He's blaming them.
I said that CSOs were speaking out in 2020 when you were contracting loans.
So they were speaking out?
Yes, loans.
So they were speaking out?
Yes. Yeah.
So CSOs were speaking out. John Mahama is saying they are hypocrites because they are not speaking out. You see? So, bottom line is that if you're going to talk about the elections, the two gentlemen, they are contesting for the presidency of Ghana. They are not contesting for the vice presidency. In that scenario, John Mahama has been president. He got the longest time of any first-term president. He got 4.5 years. And yet he was rejected. One, he was the only president who was not given a second term. And two, he was rejected by the largest margin ever. So we've got a fresh candidate in Dr. Bawumia, who has not been tested. If you chose the woes of the current government on Bawumia, that is up to you. But Ghanaians know that he is fresh. He has not been tested.
Are you suggesting that Bawumia should not, the woes of this government should not be visited on Bawumia?
I have told you earlier that Bawumia himself, he doesn't run away from the woes of the
government. No, it's because of what you said, your last comment.
No, because Inusa is saying he is responsible.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm saying. Mm-hmm. Inusa is saying Bawumia is responsible.
Mm-hmm. For what?
For any woes of this government.
His part's responsible. No one said, I didn't say responsible.
You said he's responsible.
No.
You said he's responsible.
Bawumia himself held, Bawumia himself held John Mahama responsible for what happened under Tamils, although he was vice president.
When did he hold him responsible?
Oh, you forget. You don't need to.
Annie, please give me that video. He said that John Mahama...
You haven't played the John Mahama video when he's talking about the coup.
What we're talking about.
You said we had John Mahama responsible.
He said that John Mahama had been responsible for the economy for 8 years. We all know that John Mahama was president for 4 years. Not 8 years. But what he then did was that he added John Mahama's role as vice president, the period of vice president, the period of president, and put them together and said that he had been in charge of the economy for 8 years.
As we speak.
Yes.
Even if the NDC is happy to say that Bawumia is in charge of the economy, you would agree that you yourself, John Mahama himself, admits that COVID was a major factor, or has been a major factor. And as we speak, with the current growth rate that we are seeing, the economy is coming out of the woods. And if we had seen the economy coming out of the woods, probably John Mahama could have been retained.
Sometimes you guys need to be a bit careful when you say some of these things. These things like about coming out of the wood and all that. Look, for people who have suffered under this DDEP, people who have lost their lifetime savings and all that under this DDEP, there's nothing like coming out of the woods for them.
Okay. What is it for them?
What is coming out of them is pain. It's pain and a loss. There are many who have not recovered. Some might never recover.
So what's the point?
So the point I'm making to you is that the DDEP has left in its wake a lot of distraction as far as the economy of Ghana and personal finances are concerned.
But as we speak, Randy,
yes,
have I spoken about the DDEP? I haven't spoken about the DDEP.
No, but Nana,
have I spoken that people have not?
Nana, if your colleague, if your colleague if your colleague on the panel refers to us going to the IMF, and obviously when we talk about going to the IMF, it includes DDP and everything else. So if he speaks about that, and he speaks about how debilitating that has been on the Ghanaian economy, and the Ghanaian economy includes our personal economy. It's not just about the GDP rate and this and that and that.
But are you saying that the GDP has not grown?
I haven't said that.
But that's what I'm saying.
Yes.
If you say that, well, it has to have an effect on people whose pensions have not been paid, I'm with you. I don't have a problem. But you would agree that the economy is doing much better than previously. And I would like that growth to be translated into paying bondholders and paying people who's lost money. So I don't have a problem. That's what I would like to see.
Well, so first of all, there's no plan to pay them. Your haircut is a haircut. There's nothing like there's nothing like restoration of your haircut.
Now, if you talk about pain, are you saying that there was no pain when Inusa and his people were in government? There was pain. Yes. So that really is not the point. The point is we are presenting somebody who has not been tested at the presidency. He talked about.
I don't know whether
he talked about
by an experienced surgeon.
Can I just finish? An inexperienced surgeon. I would like, and when you go to a doctor, and the diagnosis, when you go to a doctor, and the diagnosis was wrong, you not go to the same doctor. You go to a new doctor. You know that. It can be talked about. Look, President Mahama, he looked Ghanaians in the face and told us that if you haven't been president, you have no right to criticize him. So this coming here to sit on a horse and tell us how he's humble and somebody is it cannot be true. The facts will not support you. But the bottom line is that he's a tried and tested president. He didn't meet the expectation of Ghanaians. So he was the only president who was not given a second term. That's a fact. You can't contest it. And he is the longest serving first-term president. So he even had the longest time of any president. And yet he was the only one who was rejected. And he was rejected by the biggest margin. This is our objective as on the ground. We are presenting to Ghanaians a new candidate. He hasn't had any shot at the presidency. He has not been tried and tested. He has not, as Inusa and his collaborators would like us to believe, he has not distanced himself from this government. What do you mean he's distanced himself from the government? Has he told you he's distanced himself from the government? They said because he says he's a mate, it means he's distanced. I can't imagine a more funny interpretation. When NDC was in office in 2016, they described Bawumia as a mate. They described him as a mate. And they went and told people in the north that if you voted for NPP, Bawumia is a mate. He cannot champion your causes. If he takes your causes and Akufo-Addo says no, there's nothing he can do. But if you voted for John Mahama, he is the driver. He is not the mate. This is what they were telling people, Inusa and his collaborators in the north. Today, Bawumia says the same thing. He says he distances himself from Akufo-Addo. How is that?
All right.
So get your situation right and strategize accordingly. And when you look at the vision that they are presenting to Ghanaians, I don't see the weight in what you people are presenting as against the weight in what Bawumia is presenting. And if you like next week when we come, let's look at the vision of the two personalities as reflected in the manifesto. So we'll see.
Okay.
First of all, a listener has sent me data. And I continuously says that in the history of the Fourth Republic, John Dramani Mahama was beaten by the biggest margin.
No, so I know what you're going to refer to.
Yes.
Okay, so you're going to refer to 1996 elections. So what he says is about an incumbent.
Yeah. So I want to take it by.
No, it says an incumbent who
lost. Incumbent lost. Yes. Right. I want to refer. I want you to get these statistics. In 1996, Jerry Rawlings beat John Agyekum Kufuor by close to 2 million votes or 1.5 million votes. So so he was not an incumbent, but he was beaten by close to 2 million. Second thing,
Randy has corrected this. So I don't know.
No. So second thing you need to understand is that I have believed, and many researchers have said that it is not NPP that won by 1 million votes, but the turnout in the elections was not favorable to the NPP.
Well, whichever way it is, the numbers are the numbers.
Yeah. But you need to understand. You need to understand that when you, and that is, and I'm not speaking to you because you are a doctor. I'm not speaking to you. I'm speaking to our numerous watchers.
You are speaking to them. I say you're not speaking to him.
I'm speaking to TV. I'm not speaking to a man.
Rana, I hope that you're also aware that in this Fourth Republic, no, in the Fourth Republic,
no president,
no government has had Okay, so 96 is an exception because 92 the main opposition boycotted. So if you take that election out, every government in its second term appreciates its parliamentary presence. It is only in 2000 that you had that kind of
drop.
Never in the history.
Never in the history of this country. That's, I mean, in fact, the drop was so disastrous that they had to use other Takashimis to be able to.
In fact, in terms of even the appreciation of the presidential vote,
yeah, it was lower.
Both in presidential and parliamentary, in the second term is always appreciated.
What I'm saying is that, so I know as a matter of fact, by studies.
Randy.
Randy
pointed something out to me, and I'm having a comment.
Don't point this out. He would interrupt my thoughts.
Randy, yes, you're saying that no incumbent government in the second term loses parliamentary votes.
Yes, they appreciate. I've made the exception of 1996 because the MPP boycotted in 92.
Yeah. But in the year 2000, the NDC had 133 seats in parliament.
Yes.
In the elections, it dropped.
Yes.
No, it dropped how?
Oh, it dropped.
Which dropped?
The parliamentary seats dropped.
Which parliamentary seats?
You mean the election that the MPP won?
Yeah.
That was in the NDC's second term. That was in the NDC's second term. 2000 was in the NDC.
Second term. Are you talking of the first term?
Yes.
When they're going for real?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Because that's the correlation.
Sometimes that when you are speaking, you won't take time to listen. And it's
okay. So I'm not going to start. Let's go on.
How do you respond when you don't?
No, it's okay. So go on.
So the problem is
Nana, let him finish.
That's the problem. That's actually the problem. You take time to listen and answer, and then you take time to understand.
I can see you like shouting, but it's okay. I mean, I like. But you see,
I like shouting because that's what
this chap.
Why do you like throwing jabs like that?
No, this chap, our good friend here. Randy, you have to remind him of some of the things.
But he's not shouting.
It's okay.
Because he wasn't listening. He was playing music.
He was not shouting. He's not shouting.
It's okay.
He's not shouting.
Let's hear you.
Sometimes I think that his ears are.
It's a Friday.
You know, that is why. Because, I can't understand.
It's a Friday. Let's go on. I want us to end on this whole controversy over the register.
Okay.
And I've just seen. Okay, so yesterday, Nana, your party held a presser. You say that you have also identified some things in the register. However, and you also want an audit, but the audit must be done by the Electoral Commission. You disagree with the NDC. You believe that the NDC has not provided enough evidence. There's no basis. And then you go on to say that if the Electoral Commission obliges the NDC, you will. You also hit the streets. Yes, that's your party's position. I want to understand why. The EC says that it won't compromise the elections, and it says that they are preoccupied with ensuring that watertight systems that they are put in place culminated in free and credible elections. That's the chairperson, Jean Mensah. And she's saying that, she's quoted as saying that, I want to emphasize that the EC cannot rig elections for any person in your party because Ghana has a very robust electoral system from registration to voting and declaration of results. The EC chairperson only declares results that have been signed and certified from the polling stations. Okay, I don't know if the robust electoral system that my sister is talking about also includes the system that produces plants and animals as far as the calendars are concerned. I've also seen an activity which appears to be which will happen on Monday, and is an invitation. I'm trying to read it. Okay, so this is an invitation from the NDC. Okay, and it says that invitation to a presentation on significant discrepancies found in the 2024 Provisional Voters Register. This will bring you greetings from an NDC party headquarters, Accra, and trust that this letter finds you well. And He goes on to say that further to our correspondence with the Electoral Commission and the public manifestation of our demand for a forensic audit of a voter register and its IT system, we invite your organization to our presentation on the significant discrepancies in the 2024 Provisional Voters Register. This exclusive invitation to civil society organizations, diplomats, media managers, and journalists comes on the heels of our unproductive meeting with the Electoral Commission on the same matter. We maintain that the Commission must permit a forensic audit of the register and its IT system to restore trust ahead of the general elections on December 7, and this is Monday at 4 p.m. Yes, Nara. So your party says that yes, an audit must be done by the EC. You don't believe in a forensic audit. You believe that the NDC has not provided the evidence to the EC. If the EC hits to their demand, you hit the streets.
Okay. How many minutes do we have?
Oh, maybe 5 each or 3 each. 3 each. 3 each. 3 each.
We don't have enough time.
3 each.
I'll try and summarize the NDP's position because I was going to read from the press conference. Okay, but Randy, the NDC is saying that they have discovered some difficulties with the register. They have not provided evidence of those difficulties. But say they have discovered.
They haven't?
Have they provided evidence?
I thought that they provided evidence for Pusiga. Initially, the Electoral Commission said it was not true. Later on, they came out to tell us that, yes, indeed, it was their district officer who did that.
The NDC fundamentally is saying that they found 243,500. 243,500 transfers that are illegal. They found 3,957 names that have been deleted. They found 15,000 unidentified transfer paths, whatever that means.
Transfer what?
Transfer paths.
Okay.
Now, Randy, provide the evidence so that all of us can follow. You remember when the NPP made similar calls? We had a press conference at Alisa Hotel addressed by Dr. Baumia himself with graphs and figures and everything. And right after that press conference, they took all that evidence to the Electoral Commission. You haven't provided any evidence. You say that you have discovered 243,000 illegal transfers. And that on the basis of your belief, there should be forensic audit. Forensic audit means that there has been criminal activity that must be discovered by audit. Okay. Then you have said that you have named the auditor. They have named the auditor.
Who did they name?
The NDC. They said the audit should be done by UNDP or something.
No. Sponsored by the UNDP. What I heard them say on this program.
Sponsored by the UNDP?
Yes, because the UNDP had sponsored an earlier one.
Which one?
Oh, there was one sponsored by the UNDP. I don't know if it's the VCRC one or another one. The UNDP has done something with the Electoral Commission.
I thought they said that the audit should be done by independent
What I heard
body.
them here say was that each of the political parties should bring their IT experts, plus the EC.
Also, the UNDP is not to conduct the audit, but to sponsor.
Yes. That's what I heard.
Okay. So they said that there should be a forensic audit that will be sponsored by UNDP. I don't know if the UNDP has written to the Electoral Commission. And that forensic audit should be done by an independent body. So they are inviting the Electoral Commission on the basis of their belief to go and take a certain activity. And that activity should be undertaken by another independent body. How rude. How do you carry the nation with you? You haven't even presented your evidence. When you present your evidence, you leave it to the Electoral Commission to decide. Now you've told the Electoral Commission, go and do this, and go and do it this way. When you
presented your evidence to the Electoral Commission, what you asked for was an independent audit. You didn't leave it to the Electoral Commission to decide how they were going to do it.
And when we asked for that, after presenting the evidence,
yes,
the Electoral Commission set up a team, a committee, the VCRC of
the panel.
And all of us appeared before it. And the panel's ruling or their report to Electoral Commission, which was upheld by the Electoral Commission, was that the mechanisms that are inherent in the current system are enough to deal with the difficulties. And that was the view that was also projected by the NDC in the person of their General Secretary, Asiedu Nketia. And so the NPP was forced to abandon their stand after the ruling by the VCRAC panel.
But the panel was independent of the EC.
The EC set it up.
Yes, but I'm saying that, yes, the EC set up a panel outside.
If the EC decides to set up a panel, that is the EC's choice.
Yes.
You know, the EC set it up. And they made a report to the EC. And the report said that the mechanisms in place are enough to deal with the issues. So we accepted it.
Okay.
For how many years? 8 years down the line, NDC is saying that, even though they haven't presented any evidence, they are saying that the mechanisms that they said...
Are you sure they've not presented any evidence?
What is the evidence of the 243,000 transfers that they are talking about? Now, 8 years ago, you said the mechanisms present in the system are enough to deal with all of these difficulties, transfers and deleted names and blah blah codes and all of that. 8 years later, you are saying that they are not sufficient. What is that? You are saying that they are not sufficient, and even you haven't even presented any evidence.
So, Nana, from my personal point of view,
number one, what they need to do,
yes,
because that's what they told the country in 2016.
Yes,
present your evidence that these are the transfers, the 243 transfers. Present that evidence and leave the EC to take action. That's what John Mahama himself told us in 2016, that the EC cannot rig. If there are difficulties, present the evidence. There's no need for any demonstration. Present your evidence and let the EC decide what to do. The EC is independent. If they will just follow their own advice.
Okay.
That's all.
All right. Okay. All right.
That's all.
Okay.
So now you have videos of what NDC said in 2016. Very, very funny. You haven't seen yours, but I'll search for it. Okay. But what your national chairman said, what your general secretary said, you know, some of them said that the call was even absurd. It was all kinds of unprintable words. And today, you're asking for the same. And Kweku Bakun wrote something that you should be interested in. He said that the Manibuama, who's your director of elections or something, is quoting the outcome of a meeting that the IE organized. Meanwhile, the NDC boycotted that meeting.
But does it matter?
Does it really
Sorry?
Does it matter?
For integrity. Listen, you said that meeting, can I finish?
Yes.
You said that meeting was bogus. It was needless. The people are trying to usurp the power of the EC. And then you still go and quote it. The outcome of the bogus meeting, the needless meeting. Why would you do that?
If you, Nana Komia, you say something today, and tomorrow, holding another position, you say a different thing, and I refer you to what you said then and what you are saying now to establish an inconsistency.
Who said what?
Hold on.
The outcome of the meeting. The outcome of the meeting that the NDC said was bogus, was needless, was usurping the power of the... That's what they are now quoting.
Nana, the point I'm making is that...
I'm just telling you what...
My understanding of what you're saying is
why
that...
Why has Amin not played the Jomama video?
Which one?
The cool video.
She was going to play that together with the... how do you call it? The one that I said I was going to play. The one with the Baumia 8 years. Yes, and I said we didn't have time to play both of them. Because I said we're going to play, and then you also said this one. So the two videos. And I said we didn't have time.
Nana says that for the NDC...
Where is your evidence? Show us
for the NDC to present evidence and demand how that evidence be treated is a manifestation of rudeness. How condescending can a person be? This is just arrogance to the extreme. Because we, as party, looked at the register that was supplied to us identified significant irregularities, significant underlying irregularities, met with the Electoral Commission. We had anticipated that people like Nana will speak the way they are speaking.
They say you didn't present those things.
Well, we even think that the Electoral Commission will say what it has said. So mind you, let me remind you, we asked for a live broadcast of the things that we're going to discuss.
Which was irregular.
It was, well, we knew, it was irregular because we knew that this narrative will come out. We knew. So you
knew they were dishonest.
They will be dishonest. We knew.
So who was going to be dishonest? Electoral Commission.
The Electoral Commission will be dishonest. People like you will be dishonest and play down on the significant irregularities. We knew.
So you present the evidence.
Third-party involvement to listen to the irregularities.
So is that why you're having the Monday session? Okay.
Which Monday session?
I read to you that Monday they're having an event at
you see, this man will not let me speak.
That they are going to present the evidence.
Yes, CSO's media.
They won't let me speak.
So if you have the evidence, you should have presented before.
You mean we didn't? So we mean when we met the Electoral Commission, we didn't present evidence. Is that what
you didn't?
You are working.
The evidence of the 240.
Are you working there? When were you?
No, but the Electoral Commission said you did it.
No, please.
Let me read their response.
Please.
No, let me read their response to you.
Whose response?
The Electoral Commission.
The response that they said that in 2016 they produced a register with plants and animals. Is that what you're referring to?
No.
I'll
read their response.
What we are saying is that now NDC feels strongly that this register is not credible. If those irregularities...
You mean it is a feeling?
Oh, yes, a feeling. That's what we're asking.
A feeling without basis.
There's a basis.
It's a basis.
Present the basis. Where's the basis?
It's the basis.
Where is it?
That this register will not be able to secure us credible elections.
Where is the basis?
Because of what we have seen. That's our belief. Okay? And that belief...
But we all must see what you have seen to be carried along.
So we are going to present a press conference. We are going to do a press conference to present that. So
on Monday
one.
Why so late? Anyway, but better late than never. But present the evidence on Monday. Let's see.
It is not only a forensic audit that we are asking for. And if you care to know, for anybody to transfer people on the register without the consent of those people, it's criminal.
That's more than criminal.
It's criminal.
And we are going to show that evidence.
But the EC itself has confirmed the Pusiga one.
Yes.
Is it deliberate or what?
1 second.
So you don't know that if you either transfer from your polling station to another polling station without your consent. That's a criminal.
Don't put your fingers in my eye. Listen. You yourself, you have said that the mechanisms that are available today are adequate to deal with it. That's your statement.
The initial response of the EC was to deny.
Deny what?
Deny that it occurred. That's my worry.
You haven't presented the evidence. You haven't presented the evidence. The 243,000.
You have not presented the evidence. Why are you parroting that?
What is your position?
Why are you parroting it?
What is your position?
Is that what they have told you?
You remember their position in 2016?
No, please.
Remember their position?
I remember the positions of both parties.
Please. Yes. And after the committee was set up. After the committee was set up.
Let me tell you. So we are not asking only for
your chairman. He said that.
Nana,
NPP
you are disrupting his speech.
You are disrupting.
We won't have time to also listen to him quote you and people from your side.
NPP
so let him finish. Nana,
call for audit.
He's been told to be disruptive.
Nana, please stop it.
He has been told to be disruptive.
Then
if you believe EC has lost credibility, then you have a problem. And then John Mahama himself comes.
So we are not only demanding a forensic audit.
People are worried
because we think that there are criminal activities have been perpetuated by officers of the Electoral Commission. But you were interested in the independence of the Electoral Commission. Because for us as a people, we have invested in institutions to secure our social cohesion, peace, and tranquility in this country. So we are interested in the Electoral Commission being independent. Again, it must be clear to everybody watching us. NDC is not saying that names of NDC sympathizers have been deleted. NDC is not saying that. NDC is not saying that names of NDC sympathizers have been transferred without their consent. NDC is saying that the register recalls names of persons that have been transferred without their permission.
243,000.
The NDC says
you have discovered that 243,000.
That names of people have been deleted from the register without recalls. And so these are people who are otherwise entitled to vote.
I agree.
There must be reasons why that has been done. That is why.
What stops you from giving that evidence to the EC so the EC can work on it? Because you said that the mechanisms are in place to deal with them. That's what you told us.
So that is why we think that these irregularities must be addressed. Now, and they can only be addressed if we take time to look at the Electoral Commission.
Let me read something to both of you on this issue of whether evidence has been presented or not. And this is a story filed on the 15th of September. Mind you online. All NDC's identified anomalies have been corrected. EC. I say, the Deputy Chairperson of the Electoral Commission, Dr. Bosman Asara, has indicated that anomalies identified by the National Democratic Congress on the voter register have been addressed. According to him, all the issues of transfers have also been corrected. Quote, all the issues the party NDC claim they have identified, I can assure the good people of the country that all the problems have been addressed. All the transfer anomalies that the NDC says about 243,000 people. According to him, when generating the data on voters, the system added all the transfers made from 2020, 2023, and 2024 together. He, however, stated that the Commission has segregated this anomaly. Asked why the Commission has not presented a corrected register to the political parties to quash the concerns raised, he said that it is still being updated, but the final register to be used for the elections will be given to the political parties. Now, how does a commission that says this claim that there has been no evidence to support the claims of the NDC?
So the NDC presented the evidence. That's what you are saying.
I am quoting Dr. Bosmasari.
Send that, doctor, send that to him.
The man,
send that to him.
The man is asking me a question. You let
send
me come
to him.
Quote, all the issues the party NDC claim they have identified, I can assure the good people of the country that all the problems have been addressed. All the transfer anomalies that the NDC says about 243,000 people. It says when generating the data on voters, the system added all the transfers made from 2020, 2023, and 2024 together. He however stated that the Commission has segregated this anomaly.
Okay. So the EC is saying that the evidence has presented to them.
I just read what I just read.
So if that is the case from this story, and they've been corrected, what again is the matter?
There's a matter.
There's corrected to the satisfaction of who?
I'm happy
to the satisfaction of who?
Yes.
You said they should present the corrected version to them. They said they will work on it. They are still working on it.
Doctor,
present the corrected
I'm happy he has changed.
Now you are saying.
I'm happy he has shifted position.
No, how did shifted position?
He said that if they have corrected, then So look, clearly the EC,
if they've corrected, what is your problem?
The EC
what is your problem?
That we submitted evidence. So you see. That
you
were living in your own dream.
I thought you said you submit evidence on Monday. That's what you said yesterday. But I'm just saying that in deference,
don't have a penchant of twisting and turning words. No. I didn't say that. No,
you have read the story.
Please.
Interpretation. I said in deference.
I didn't say that.
Even if we go by the story and the interpretation, it means that the matter has been dealt. Otherwise,
that is a claim. That is a claim by the Electoral Commission.
Yes. Otherwise, Inusaf Hussein told us 4 seconds ago that they are going to present the evidence on Monday.
Yes.
So, but I don't. If the Electoral Commission has solved
right.
Look, let me tell you what.
The evidence to the development partners, the media, and all the.
Because what I read, the impression that Bosmasari creates is that all the anomalies are restricted to the issue of transfer of votes that occurred at different times and were put together.
Yes,
but what I've heard the NDC say goes beyond this. Because if you take Pusiga has nothing to do with an addition of 2021, 2023, and 2024 transfers.
Has Pusiga been corrected?
The Electoral Commission, first of all, the Electoral Commission now concedes that that thing happened. It was illegal. And have fingered an officer. That's it.
So the system can correct it.
Their initial response was to say that
the system can correct
this man will not let me speak.
And that is what the NDC
the same system that they said produce plants and animals.
Let me tell you. Let me tell you my last word.
You finish.
Randy, this is your people.
Randy, you finish.
This is your people. My last word.
You finish.
This is your people.
You finish.
This man and his collaborators. They went to the Supreme Court to say that elections have been rigged.
Now, can we focus on the subject?
And when they got to the Supreme
Can we focus on the subject?
No, he's been told to disrupt the program.
Let's focus on the subject matter.
But this is
what you're saying has no bearing on
So first of all,
your ruling is totally out of order.
So first of all,
yes.
I'm happy on this set. On this set, Nana has moved.
No, don't go.
Don't go. Yes. Nana has moved from NDC not submitted evidence. And based on what you read to him, he now admits that evidence has been submitted, but the system is capable of correcting.
That the EC says that
evidence has
been submitted. That has been dealt with.
And then two, we never said on this platform that we are submitting the evidence on Monday. We said we are engaging civil society on our evidence.
Yes.
Three, our demand on the EC is two-pronged.
Yes.
One, forensic audit. Two, IT audit, IT system control audit.
You're interested in the digital footprints.
We're interested.
Now, can I make my conclusion?
Let
me finish my
Which
conclusion.
I'm saying that
Supreme Court. These people, they went to the whole Supreme Court of
let's go.
that elections are rigged. When they asked them also, bring them
enjoy the weekend.
They said, "No, we didn't bring." They said, "We didn't come here."
Do you know someone who's making a difference in your community? Someone whose selfless actions and dedication to helping others deserves recognition? Then it's time to celebrate these incredible individuals on MTN Heroes of Change.
It's time to nominate those selfless individuals to win 100,000 Ghana cedis and other cash prizes and be crowned MTN Hero of Change. You can also nominate a blogger or someone in the digital space and any of the media houses to win our new category of Digital Hero and Media Hero of Change. Just fill an online nomination form at mtn.com.gh or send a WhatsApp with a 1-minute video of your nominee's project on 055-141-1122. Deadline for nominations is 18th October 2024, so don't waste time. Nominate your hero now.
MTN Heroes of Change. Be the change you wish to see.
The luckiest.
Star 712#.
Luck is everywhere.
8K. Hey, you get an 8K. Get back packing so you have to one lie. Hey, wait.
You go put it on his tab. This is my man. Good luck.
Bill radio. We are star 712. I'm on dialing the magic numbers. Star 712. Now welcome to the luckiest. And now with me at home ticket. You can buy for yourself or your loved one.
Mommy, tell mommy who's here.
You're buying for me, right?
Or who else?
Oh.
Let's choose buy tickets for adults.
Love you, boo boo.
So maybe straight to option 4. Now we try. You need to buy tickets worth 50 Ghana to qualify. Yes, you can buy random or preferred tickets. I'm choosing random tickets. That's it. Listen, if you buy the random ticket, the system chooses a random number for you. But if you buy the preferred, you get to input your own preferred 5 digits. 5.
Baby, give me your 5 numbers.
And how much are we buying?
Babe, look at the body and buy you.
With your body,
Hey,
there we are. Tread cautiously. Now follow the prompts and confirm. Now the luckiest.
The luckiest is regulated by the NLA on the Caritas platform, not for persons below 18 years. T&Cs apply.
Using Coa Mixture, Coa Plus Mixture, and Coa MT Mixture, brought to you by Coa Research and Manufacturing Limited Company, proudly made in Ghana. Formulated to support your general well-being. For those seeking immune system support, there is Coa Plus Mixture. Support your body's defenses and stay strong. When it comes to combating malaria, Coa MT Mixture will aid your treatments. For effective relief from malaria symptoms, Try Koa MT mixture. Koa mixture, Koa plus mixture, and Koa MT mixture are not recommended for pregnant women, lactating mothers, and children under 12 years. Always take a malaria test before using Koa MT mixture. Choose Koa mixture, Koa plus mixture, and Koa MT mixture for your health needs. Available now at pharmacies nationwide. For bulk purchases, contact 0244 726611 or 0591 565 778. This advert is
Right, welcome back to the show. If you just joined us, this is Good Morning Ghana live on Metro TV. Time to check out what is trending on social media with Mr. Okreku Danso.
Good morning.
Like I said, you.
Thank you very much.
It's a very beautiful shed. Anyway, let's do this quickly. So Free Ralph is trending on X this morning.
Free Ralph.
Yes. So Ralph St. Williams is one of the lead or one of the activists from Fix the Country. And during the Enough is Enough demo, he said in a presser that he kicked down the gates at the cathedral.
Yes.
Yes. And then, a lot of people went in there. People even swam in the water and all of that. So we understand he's been picked up by the police.
For what?
Oh, for his ruin.
For destroying public property.
Yes. So that's why there is the hashtag Free Ralph trending on
The
X.
demonstration was on?
It was on Tuesday. 17th.
Okay, so he's been in custody from Tuesday.
Well, no, he was arrested actually yesterday.
Okay.
Yesterday, 19th September, at the Kotka International Airport.
Was he traveling?
Yeah, we understand that he was going to another part of the country to help with some of these.
So he's been arrested for damaging.
Yeah, for his role in the demo, especially at that bit, the cathedral part.
He shouldn't worry. Those who sought to scam God, they will get their bigger punishment.
Let me move on and talk about Guru.
Yes.
Maradona,
yes.
Guru. He's been voted the SRC president-elect.
Oh, wow.
For the University of Ghana.
Wow.
Yes, and that was on Wednesday. So he's now the SRC president-elect.
Congratulations, Guru.
University of Ghana, Guru, Philip Rhymes.
Wow.
Yeah. So he's also in there.
I like the fact that a lot of guys are going back to school.
Yeah, going back in there. And also today,
including yourself.
Yes, very, very important. One of my senior men, that is, so that's the result over 90 landslide.
Wow.
So Maralit.
Okay.
Guru and Jaylit winning that. So congratulations to him.
Congratulations.
And today also, one of my senior men, Kwame Uzudanzo. Of Afafranto.
Yes,
we officially unveiled as
running mate
for Mr. Alan Ojocho. So congratulations to Lawyer Danso. Also there. But the rather sad one, today Koda is going home.
Who?
Koda.
Yes.
He's being buried today. Just when I was coming, I was watching the live where all the musicians led by Governmental were singing his big hit song, Yesterday Dinkunin, whilst they were carrying his coffin. Everywhere white. Really sad, but anyway. So Koda is also going home today. But Doc, they are downright in there. What's you? I wanted to ask, when you finished Accra, what did you do on the last day?
I won't say it.
I think for me, what did we do? I mean, Kayo, we should say come to 5. Like we went to come to 5 to do, to just say bye bye to.
All I can tell you is that there are 2 places. One is called Monikaku. No, in fact, 3 places.
Okay.
One is called Monikaku. The other is called Liberia Bar. And the third one is called Ghetto Blaster.
Hey! Ghetto Blaster?
Yes.
Okay.
That's all I can tell you.
Okay. Okay. I'll go ask about those places. So yeah, the WASU students, they are done with school. Charlie, let's watch this quick video.
P2, P3, P4, P5, P6. Oh my God, dear. You're not saying, hey.
I'm sure that a lot of us even did worse than this. And I keep saying it. The advantage we have is that you needed to go and look for bra photo before you could get a photograph. As for video, they even forget it. But in today's era of smartphones and all that, a lot of these things are documented. And that's why a lot of young people ought to be a bit more careful. Yeah.
And
we did worse things. Many of those things, if they were captured, many of us will not be able to show our faces in public. It won't be possible.
Anyway, and you know that's the guy is done with the school. I'm preschool.
That's all.
Yeah, that's all. So that's it. So Doc, that's it for the show today. I want to say good morning to, if I don't do this, they'll catch me here. To Milo and Vincent of Gimpa. Yeah, good morning to you.
Milo.
Yes, Milo and Vincent.
Okay. Today is the birthday of my guy, Nana Kotobrija Ekufu Ade the third. Nana Kotobrija Ekufu Ade the third. He's the Ahunju in Koswahini.
Oh,
today's his birthday.
Okay.
You know what his nickname is? His nick is Donald Trump.
But why?
Donald Trump. Today's his birthday, so happy birthday to you.
Okay.
Nana Kotobrija Ekufu Adade the third.
Donald Trump. So that's it for the trips today. My name is Destiny Stabo. Back next week. Have a great weekend. And yeah.
Have you heard the coup d'etat Takwa?
Oh, no.
You've not heard the coup.
But
the assembly said they have the
authority.
They have removed the
ministry.
Sports authority. Sports authority too says that
it's not true.
You have not removed that.
You should disregard it.
So the situation is like, when those people are deposed by the military leaders, then they've gone into exile somewhere, and they are saying that they are still in power. Then these people too say that we have.
I saw the statements.
This country is a joke.
But I also saw that
this country is a complete joke.
The Tamale Sports Stadium works are ongoing
on the pitch.
On the pitch.
Yeah, I've seen some pictures.
Yeah, to get the grass back up. Anyway,
complete joke.
Football nation.
Which one is that? Okay.
On that note,
the football nation that has to play a competitive game outside its jurisdiction, not because it is at war.
Because we don't get a pack so. On that note, have a great weekend.
So the guys will continue, the sports guys, they're yearning to take over. I'm sure that the Takwa coup d'etat will be one of their issues. We'll see you next week. Tomorrow is the birthday of Dr. Kwame Nkrumah.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. And as such, Monday is a holiday.
Yeah, Monday is a holiday. True. It's going to be a long
tomorrow is
weekend.
Kwame Nkrumah Memorial Day.
Yeah.
Tomorrow will be Kwame Nkrumah Memorial Day. All right, so we'll see you next week.